Right.
Hey guys, Cookie38 here, and we're back with more Star Wars Age of Rebellion. So, we've got no Adam today, and Connie. I think she said she's doing something with her sister, so she's not going to be on now. She might be on later. Fingers crossed. We'll have to wait and see. And Daniel, we think, is just having some dinner, which is fine. So, just introducing the people who are here. So, in the top left, we have Andy,
Yeah.
who looks absolutely shattered, I have to say.
Mm.
God, did you not?
Tired, man.
Did you just wake up earlier than you were supposed to, or?
Yeah, woke up at 4.
Is
That's
that?
because I was waiting for my shopping, and the shopping didn't come till 6:30.
Oh god. Alright, so, and then below him we've got Will,
Hello.
in the darkness illuminated by his screens. And then the top center is Mike.
Yellow.
And then below him will be Danielle. And then top right above me we've got Jacob. And Jesse, who's to his right. I'm going to take that as a hello. So, do you guys want to recap what you did last week?
I mean, I punched a wampa.
You
Did I? That's pretty much all that happened. It was worth mentioning.
What you mean other than the Wampa King getting blown to bits
Well,
by a thermal detonator, which caused a cave-in?
Yeah.
and then an icicle. Did we kill anyone with an icicle in the end?
No,
No.
you stunned the Wampa that was still alive with an icicle.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, we went and found a base, which has not been named.
You don't think you're going to get to name this? I don't think the Rebellion
Oh.
trusts you guys enough for that.
You don't think they'll name it after the squad that found it? Well, we
Uh,
didn't find it first, I guess.
well, yes.
Once they reported
Yes,
it.
that's actually a very good idea. Let's name it after the squad that found the place and lost their lives here.
I'll just go and check what the name was.
Who just so happened to be Echo Squad. Fancy that. So it's going to be called Echo Base.
Yes.
What a nice series of coincidences. Great idea there, Michael. Great idea. Right, so yeah, and then you were just gonna help out with the construction of the base until you were needed further.
Yes.
So several weeks have passed since you guys got it, probably about 5-6 weeks at this point. You've just been helping, kind of like getting some of the base set up. During these 5-6 weeks, the like entrance has been widened out into basically a main like a main hangar for like at the moment some starfighters, and they've just the other day they brought in some old speeders, which they're going to modify to use in the weather. It does look like, by the way, in these 5-6 weeks, there's been less snowstorms, so you actually think that might have just been like just a snowstorm patch that just happens every now and again, but for the most part, it's been good. You've also helped out with clearing out some of the like side tunnels from the second bit, and exploring some of the more catacombs of the area. One of the things actually leads out kind of like to another smaller side entrance a bit further away from the main entrance. So that is in the process of being fortified. And a barracks has been set up. Rudimentary barracks at the moment, nothing too fancy. But the command center of the Crescent Echo Base, is still in the transport Hummingbird. That's still what General Riken's using. And they've managed to and they've set up like a few like communications things, like speakers and such inside the base, so people can like hear orders, and you guys all hear over the speakers. Havoque Squad, please report to the bridge of the Hummingbird for your next assignment.
Shit, this is.
Repeat. Havoc Squad. Just repeat it. Can't be asked.
Brian, boys. Wake up.
I'm not sure who
Who's
you're
slapping.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you're slapping.
Tyler.
What?
Wake up.
Kick him.
I don't know why you're sleeping in the same room, but you know.
Body warm.
Barracks, right?
Well, yeah, I
Just
guess.
multiple
I mean,
beds.
I'm assuming that in this makeshift base, we've not all got our ensuite.
Mm.
You know, one ensuite
It's
each.
going to be split up between, males and females, like men and women. It will be split up like that.
Hey, we're all soldiers here. Empire kids, innit, Tyler? Not Tyler's fucking on.
He's already gone. He's out.
Are you
Well,
actually
fuck, we got
are you
somebody.
actually saying that to him in character or just out of character? That last
Don't
one.
know.
What, sorry? Not at all.
Don't know.
It's just because it's something that you've asked me to keep secret from everyone else because you didn't know when you wanted to tell them. So I haven't mentioned anything about yours or Talon's backstory to anyone.
Mm.
So no.
Yeah, I'll say Empire kids.
Right.
There you
So yeah, you guys do mention do hear
Well,
Fel kind of like while she's talking to Talon, say Empire kids. Oh, hi Connor.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
You got back early. We've just started.
Oh, perfect timing.
Perfect timing, yes. I'm pretty sure Danielle's just getting having food, so hopefully she'll be back in a bit. But no Adam, so. And good, we have a sixth person, which should probably help with this. Right. So Talon, just real quick, Fel did say to you, Empire kids, referring to
While slapping you in the face
while slapping you in the face,
to wake you up.
and everyone else did hear very plainly Fel call Talon and her Empire kids. So if you want to explore that, go nuts. Does anyone want to even fucking bring that up?
I've got secrets, so I'm not
It's not. It's me.
about.
Bro, it's just sat there like, it's none of my business, is
But it's more kind of they've kind of outed themselves as at least formally being of the Empire,
Mm.
which is something that none of you knew about.
Mm.
So it's whether you want to ask anything to do with that or not.
A lot of planets are Empire.
Yeah, well, like,
Judge people in Havoc Squad.
Well, I suppose it depends how much Fel and Talon actually want to. Oh, thank you, by the way. Oh no, you swung it in the dark side's favour.
Oh dear.
Oh, God, Connie, why did you have to show up and do that to them? I mean, it's not like they used at all, but you know. But yes, so does anyone want... Well, I suppose it depends how much Fel and Talon are going to say beyond that, because all they said is Empire kids, which, to be fair, could just be could just be construed as they grew up on Empire planets, which, you know, you're from Fel's from Corellia, which is an Empire core world loyalist planet. And
Balls in Thailand's caught, innit?
And Talon's from the Chiss Ascendancy, which is technically allied to the Empire.
I didn't grow up there though.
Yeah. So, but you would have probably grown up in Imperial space, like deep in Imperial space, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And I mean, your picture is of an Imperial agent at Saboteur, so you know.
Basically.
My profile is just me, like, posing in
So
front
it
of
just-
Imperial headquarters.
So it just depends whether anyone before you go to Hummingbird, does anyone want to ask them any questions about that? Want them to clarify anything about that, or do you two want to say anything about that? If you don't, that's fine. We'll leave it there for now.
I mean, I've said my Empire kids piece.
How did Fel know I was an Empire kid?
You're blue.
Fair enough. All right. Not that I'm
Wait,
okay.
is that how it works?
Red eyes. Blue.
No.
Usually works. I mean, it wouldn't have come up otherwise, so you know. We're all quite private with our backstories in everything we ever play.
Yes, true.
You know, we come up with them either because we want to or because we're out, and then we never say a word.
Yep.
I usually end up losing them, I'll be honest.
Right, so I've just typed something out to you, Mike.
Oh, okay. Understood.
Right. So if no one wants
Doesn't do
to,
anything for me.
yeah, if no one wants to do anything with that, then we will just move on to the hummingbird. The hummingbird.
Yes. Just gonna refill my water.
Nah, that's fine. So, so you guys get to the hummingbird. You know where to go for now. You know. Now the hummingbird is currently parked outside the main entrance because it is a bit bigger than a standard transport, so it can't fit in like that gap, and they haven't quite got round to clearing out like a larger space connected to the base yet for these transports to go in. So it's currently sat like outside the entrance to the base. So you guys head out there. It's fairly, the weather's pretty good. It's nice and sunny, but it's still quite cold. So you know, the usual on Hoth as you've come to expect from your 5 to 6 weeks there. You guys know how to get to the command center by now. You don't need anyone to show you. And as you enter the command center, you see the good old General Riken, or Riken, however you want to pronounce it, standing and talking with a pilot in the command center. You actually, from your short amount... Oh, hi, Daniel. You haven't missed much, it's fine. Right, although, okay, I'm going to give this to you as well before we keep going, just because it's something that Fel said. Fel, while slapping Talon awake, and talking to him, mentioned that they were both Empire kids. I don't know whether your character would want to question them further on that. No one else wanted to. You muted. Yeah, we can't
Not
see
on
you.
Discord, but we can't hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
She's not actually saying
it with
it, she's just
faces.
moving her mouth.
You're not
We'll
sign
infer
language?
what you mean.
Do sign language. Do sign language. Not that I understand sign language. What the hell, Will? I can't do
Forgot
that.
what that means.
I can't.
So that last one wasn't a very nice thing.
Peesh.
Hello?
Oh yeah,
Hello.
that works. That works.
Okay. The light on my headphones went purple and I don't know what that means.
Self-destruct
That means they're
sequence.
going to explode in 20 minutes.
Self-destruct sequence activate. Yes. Oh, and Daniel, could I
Offhand on?
could I also have you do the destiny roll?
Oh yeah.
It wasn't your guy's favour until Connie came along, so hopefully you can at least bring it level.
I mean, you're talking to the person
Hey!
who will love everyone.
Destiny is on your side to say. But yeah, so would your character want to question them on anything regarding that, or?
Nah, who cares? We're still cute.
I love when none of your characters give a shit about what's going on. It's like, wait, you're both from the Empire? Nah. Like half,
I mean, we're with the rebels now.
like half the
Yeah.
galaxies with.
I mean, I kill people for a living. I really don't have much morals.
Easy.
I'm just stupid.
Oh yeah. I don't think you guys actually know about Rollo's backstory, so I'm not going to mention it. I don't think he's mentioned who he. That's the thing. None of you really know much about anyone else, really.
Nope.
You know each other's names, and that.
Oh,
We're
we
all
got each other's names
traumatized
and
by
then
something,
got
and I'm
drunk.
just like very closed off.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. So once again, Hummingbird, General Riken, there's a pilot, and because you've spent 5 or 6 weeks, there, at Echo Base now, you know that this pilot is called, and I will copy and paste this into chat, but it's Alex the Baxram. Spelled as such.
I
And
thought you said Alex the.
Alex there.
Weird middle
Alex
name.
there. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but I kind of see it in blogs like Alex there. Alex there, Baxram. That's how I've just pronounced it.
Okay.
Who you know is the leader of the squadron of X-wings currently stationed at Echo Base.
Is he cute?
It's a she.
Is she cute?
Let's find
All
out.
partners.
Yeah, at 13, pretty cute.
Oh, okay.
You know, I mean, you've seen cuter, but you know, you wouldn't say no. you wouldn't say no. Yes. So I imagine in the time Azana's been flirting with her a bit, and with pretty much everyone on the base who she thinks looks cute. So she's got a lot of admirers, let's just say. You know, people who would take like a blaster shot for her. Seriously, I'm actually worried. I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually worried about Azana doing a coup within the rebellion because she's
I'm gonna make a cult.
she's gonna make a
I'm gonna go
cult.
through all this
They're
again.
banging.
A cult.
Wait, what? You saying she's acting like a succubus or something? A man of people falling in love with her or something?
The phrase I was thinking is more like the town bike.
God damn it.
Not a bad thing.
Right. So sorry. So John Rick, we'll see you all come in, and we'll greet you. Havoc Squad, thank you for coming so quickly. We have a bit of a situation that we need addressing and dealing with immediately.
What's the situation?
Well, as you know, over the last few weeks, we've had Alex and her wingman, just doing some reconnaissance flights in the area, trying to just make sure that, you know, for example, like that probe that you guys took care of several weeks ago when we first came here, didn't get anything out. Luckily, that does seem to be the case. However, it has been brought to my attention that during their last reconnaissance flight, they went into the local debris field / asteroid belt, and they found what appears to be the remains of a Venator-class Star Destroyer.
Venator.
From the Clone Wars.
I like Venators. Venators are neat.
Yeah, they look nice.
Now, it did look heavily extremely damaged from a distance, so I doubt it's something we could salvage even if we wanted to. However, that's not the issue. The issue is that when her and her women got closer, they spotted some starfighters in the vicinity. Now from the report, it seems like from the distance they couldn't quite tell, but they didn't have the usual TIE silhouette, and with no imperial kind of carrier or anything in the area, we would assume that it's not an imperial presence. This could just be pirates.
Either way, we don't want pirates.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would
It's
also make sense because over the last, as you know, over the last couple of weeks, some of our supply shipments haven't been coming through, which was also part of the whole recon in this area to see what was going on. So if these are pirates, then it would make sense why these shipments haven't been able to get through, if the pirates have been ambushing and destroying them. But our biggest concern by far is that if these, we'll assume the pirates for now, these pirates, if they find out that we have a base here, could very well contact the Empire, or attempt to contact the Empire, and let them know about our presence here.
Yeah,
I'd say pay them, but the Empire probably pays more.
Yeah.
I mean,
We don't have a lot of scratch in Rebellion.
Oh, so they could
Not
just
made
take
of
the money and tail on us anyway.
yeah.
More money.
Well, I'm pretty sure the
I
Empire.
do that.
I'm pretty sure the Empire. Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, from my experience with the Empire is more than likely just going to show up with overwhelming force if that happened, and destroy both us and the pirates.
Yep. That's the general playbook.
If the pirates don't think they'll do that, they'll stick around and be destroyed. If they do think that will happen, they'll contact them and then get out of the system. Or at least get to a safe distance until the Empire leaves, and then come down to salvage the remains. Either way, we cannot allow these pirates to find out that we are here. What I would like you guys to do is to go up and do an initial reconnaissance of this Venator, because that seems to be where they are. See what's going on with it. See how operational this Venator seems to be.
They're using it as like a bait.
Potentially. I mean, if they're around it, I wouldn't put it past them, to be honest.
I mean,
There have been
carrier,
reports.
isn't it?
Yeah, there have been reports in the past of pirates using kind of like old wreckages as like makeshift bases. Obviously, we don't know how much that ship is online, if anything. If they're using it as a base, they must have been able to get some of it online. Whether communications is online is another matter, but the longer we wait, the more chance there is of them getting that online.
Mm.
And there's one other task that we would like you to do, initially. Our next shipment is incoming. Now, this transport has some supplies for the base, but it also has some parts and pilots for some more starfighters. It should be, if I remember correctly, I believe I've been told that it is enough parts for 3 X-wings and 3 Y-wings to be put together and made operational with the pilots for those craft as well. That would be a massive boost to our combat strength here at Echo Base. Ideally, we do want that to get through. However, I do understand that the reconnaissance might take priority, but if you choose to do that first, the transport could very well be attacked by pirates. It's up to you which one you do first. If you help the transport, then the pirates might become aware of your presence, which might complicate things for us a bit further down the road. But if you do reconnaissance first, the transport, in all likelihood, could get attacked and has very limited defenses and would likely be destroyed. So it's completely up to you. I will leave it up to your discretion which one you do first.
How much operational agency do we have in this mission? Like permission to engage kind of shit. If we for the recon bit, are we just recon and having a look around and then don't engage, or is it
Ideally,
pew, pew, pew.
I'd want you not to engage yet. However, if you are spotted and are attacked, you have permission to return fire.
Okay.
But try not to engage if possible. I mean, that's why you were being sent to this reconnaissance. With your ships, it will be much harder for them to spot you.
True.
Assuming that they're using this Venator as their base operations, part of the reconnaissance would also be trying to see what kind of combat strength they have in terms of starfighters, whether they have anything larger. Because in order to steal the supplies from that transport, they'll need something larger than starfighters to haul it in. So I'd imagine they'd have some kind of larger vessel, maybe some kind of freighter, some kind of combat freighter that they're using. If you can get information on that, any information on whether they've got any of the weapons on the Venator working. That would probably be a lot harder for you to figure out without being shot at actively by them. So if you can't, then that's fine. But just try and scope out their defences, what they've got to work with. And what kind of starfighters they're using, because we don't even know that at the moment. Because X-wings aren't designed for reconnaissance missions. Alexa and her women opted to come back to give this report rather than trying to get closer, because they would have almost certainly been spotted.
Yeah. Whereabouts is this Venator again?
It's in the asteroid/debris field.
In the system.
In the system, just kind of like it's a bit further away from the.
Away over yonder.
Yeah, but not too far from the planet that is totally out of reach.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have any questions on your assignments?
I mean, I'd have an operational agency. Anybody else?
No. Nope.
I think we're good to go.
Okay then. Well, in that case, then I wish you I wish you the best of luck, and hopefully your reconnaissance goes smoothly. May the force be with you all.
Yeah.
Aye,
May
Captain.
the force be with you.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Let's go pirate hunting.
Pirate reconning.
Shiver my timbers.
Give me
I'm
an
like
H.
pirate now. Pirate.
Okay.
Do we forget whose letter right now?
Whoever goes next goes next.
Hey.
There we are.
I'm normally at B.
What's next? I forget how it's spelled. Oh, how do you do O's?
Come on, guys. It's not like
We're all
Alexa,
traumatized, General.
Alexa just kind of looks at you guys and then looks at General Riken, and General just goes, "Don't even ask. I don't know."
You didn't laugh, you'd cry, Alexa.
Now it's your turn.
Yeah,
We're all
it's
strange,
your
aren't
team salute.
We could both just leave them and go somewhere else. You know, the more things.
There's a
Unfortunately,
job to do, Hosanna.
Alexa goes,
Jealous?
"I have a husband."
Don't you want to go pirate hunting with us?
She's
me-
a pirate.
Later
I'm a
on,
bounty hunter.
no, General,
That's basically the same.
General Rika will speak up here, and it'll go. Well, once you've done your reconnaissance, we'll formulate a plan from there. I imagine there will be one final assault on whoever these are. In which case, Alexa and her wingman will be involved in that attack.
And then once that's over, Hosanna,
Yeah.
then you can sleep with her.
Alexa,
Provided
again-
she's willing, of course.
once again, Alexa goes, "I have a husband."
Oh,
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
Because apparently you didn't hear it before.
A voluntary tribute.
Is that the kind of bounty hunting you are? You just like go find people and tick them off your list. Like a sign of how many people you've gone through.
no. I'm also people I've killed.
Also,
May or may not have also. So you
the
just
two lists sometimes
same list.
combine.
Sometimes. It's easier, you know?
then you
I mean,
save trees. I like it.
I believe Asano is what we
I'm
call
most
a.
vulnerable when the most.
So I believe Asano is what we call a femme fatale.
Yep.
She will
Black Widow.
seduce her targets and then murder them.
And shoot them in the head.
Yes, I
Messy
bet you
business.
have. Pew. Sorry. Alright, cool. So, yeah, you guys are now free to go to your starfighters, put on your pilot suits, take off that armor, which the armor doesn't matter if the mission is fine, and you can take off and head into space. So, what are you guys doing first? Which one?
I suppose we should discuss that on the way to the place. You
Yes.
guys want to protect a supply run again? My mouse does not work today.
I want to meet pirates.
I want to go check out the Venator.
Should we not protect the thing first, though?
Pirates.
And we can still check the pirates.
The thing is, if we protect the thing, then we can't do as much like easy recon because if they attack the thing, then they'll know we're in the area. Whereas
Yeah,
if
but
we go
if we don't,
recon while
these
they're busy
people might
looking at
die.
the fucking freighter,
There are people on
Yeah.
the freighter, though. I'm like, you cared about people.
I do. Yes, I'm setting out the options, and then I'm going to argue for one of them. Hey, stop jumping the gun, Tyler.
Yeah, Empire boy.
Well, that's what you did as an Empire assassin or whatever the fuck you were. But
I was like, assassin. Okay.
You know it's the Empire that's blue, right? They have like the blue one.
yeah, the blue
Like,
hexagon.
Is that
the
why you're
Empire's not
blue?
blue. No, that's not why I didn't paint myself.
He's fanatically loyal and he painted himself blue.
He's just a
The
very
red
bad
eyes are
spy.
just contacts as well. Look at it.
Are you gonna
I just
paint
think they look
yourself red
cool.
now?
Why don't you paint yourself red? Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
Wow, Umi's
Well,
being
patriotic, innit?
Umi's being racist towards the chiss. Wow.
I'm just confused.
She knows any better.
Um's just high all the time.
Tripping balls 24/7.
If I paint myself red, will I fully become a member of the rebellion?
You already are, you're fine.
But if I'm
I
red,
don't want to go full rebellion though.
If you're red, the Empire will know. Most of our missions, we want to keep that bit secret.
I mean, she's usually pretty red. Like a few minutes in mission, right?
Oh, you mean from stabbing someone?
Yep. Throats, man, they bleed.
That they do.
But anyway,
It's also nice. Like,
But anyway, back on topic.
I mean, it does condition the hair. I have understood that.
and I'm furry, so this is
Jesus-
how like my fur is so nice and
Jesus
silky.
Yeah.
Bathe
It
in
gets
blood.
upsetting when it like gets on my notebook.
Yeah.
It's hard to get out, and you have to keep ripping out pages, and then you run out of space.
Anywho, so being me, I will want to protect the members of the rebellion. Taylor.
Yes. Yeah, I will.
Happy
want
now,
to.
bitch.
I will do my duty and defend. Anybody else's thoughts?
But we're in a democracy,
Okay.
so. What was I say?
I mean, what's a couple of ships? You know, we lose a lot of time.
I mean, it's mainly the
The rebellion can't
pirates.
afford to lose more then.
Can they?
Not Medibras. I don't know.
Rebellion isn't made of money, you know.
That's why we should go to the pirates, because pirates like booty, and then they'll have some booty we can
Yeah, but the
take.
boot is still going to be there after we protected the freighter.
I mean, there's some fine booty in this group.
Of course, he is talking about Niku.
Hey.
That little furry booty.
I was talking about myself. I'm terrifically conceited.
Right, so hang on. So we got what? So sorry, Fel wants to go save the transport. Azana.
Alright, but easy than calculating. Just democracy. If you want to go recon, raise your hand.
Pirates! Pirates!
Oh,
Really?
okay.
That's the
Three.
problem here.
Three.
I don't care.
3.
There's 3, and I'm staying, and then you want to go defend the thing.
2.
2.
Recon first, I guess.
Recon.
Alright. Alright,
We live in a society.
sorry, pilots, you're probably about to get blown
We
the
could
fuck
split the
up.
pie. I'm down for splitting the pie.
I
Recon's
thought we
quiet.
lived in space.
No, I've decided this whole democracy thing probably isn't worth fighting for.
I'm going to
So you want to go back to the Empire, dude?
Yeah, I was working as a double agent the whole time.
You really need like one person to go on like recon, really?
Can I use my stealth stat in space?
No.
No.
Yeah?
You could fucking. You could just sidle up to it.
Look down into my pilot
They
seat.
just tried
Then look across the light. Why is that spaceship just floating with no pilot? That's weird.
It seems to be powered up. That's
I'll
weird.
take no notice of it.
Can I make a pirate flag so they don't suspect anything?
Not in space, you can't. Not in space.
Fucking flying the Jolly fucking Roger.
Just go and pretend you're one of them.
Here's one I made earlier.
I'm actually kind of curious now. Could you actually put fabric in space?
I
You
guess.
could physically put it in space.
I
yeah.
mean,
Yes.
it,
Attach it to something.
it wouldn't
that's gonna fly
flutter.
through space.
it wouldn't
What,
flutter.
yeah, what would it do though? What would
It's
it
just
do?
a bit droop.
Well,
Yeah, it just kind of like
it'd basically
float a
it'd
bit.
fold, yeah, it'd fold like if you just put it on the back of your fire,
Just,
whatever,
like,
and then you
stretch.
pull away, it'd pull out basically.
Okay.
It would pull
The
out and then
momentum
just
would
stay
kind
out.
of.
Hmm.
Pirates.
Yes,
What
yes.
are the chances of us posing as pirates and just sort of flying about?
I already have the flag for it.
If my ship
Flag
was
don't
fixed, it would be
care.
incredibly easy.
Well,
I
you
mean,
don't.
might have some system of like IFFs and transponders and shit, you know.
Scope to my
Well,
pirates.
Rolo, at the moment,
Alright,
you
my
don't
mate
know.
eyes.
Army hearties.
Returning with something.
To plunder from his booty. So basically,
That's
you're
like
gonna.
that's the euphemism for going for a shit. Isn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say
So they can put the
basically,
pool,
basically,
get some plunder out of the booty.
basically, Taylor is gonna take a shit and then hand it to these pirates. Here's some booty from my booty. It does stink a wee bit. Ooh,
Yeesh,
me
chucking
hearties.
shit at 'em.
Yeah. Basically, he's turned into a monkey.
Yep.
So sorry. Are you all going to recon, or are you splitting the party? What are you doing?
Thoughts?
I think we need a clap of thunder to get these buccaneers.
What?
There.
I don't understand your reference.
I don't.
It's pirate language.
Oh, right, okay.
Alcohol,
Alright.
and some whiskey, and then we're gonna get some pirates.
Of course.
Oh, wait,
I
oh,
thought it was
Oh, is
exciting.
that? Oh, is that how you're going to blend it? You're just gonna fucking take drinks over. Hi guys, we're totally pirates here. Have some whiskey.
I've
We
got a
just get
ship
like
of stolen weapons.
You do.
Hmm.
We just get like fucking killer drunk, and the pirates like looking on the scopes. We're flying in, and they're like, "Ah, there's somebody there!" And then we're just flying all drunk, like, and they're like, "Ah, no, they're drunk. They're pirates." Nobody else flies drunk.
Look, experience the ultimate pirate ride.
Fucking hell. If you
What the hell is
If you
blimey a
anger-
pirate's lingo?
if you anger me, I will make you swab the poop deck of the Venator, aka the bridge. No, seriously, what are you guys doing? Before we get too bogged down in
I
pirate
mean,
lingo.
I'll happily go do a recon mission for you all and then come back. Especially since I can get away quicker.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, but 3 people voted to go do the recon mission. I feel like they want to go do it themselves.
Yeah, but it means it just means we send one person and not everyone. The people on their own fighting pirates are less likely to die.
I mean, I was expecting
You
to
only
get
need
caught.
one person to recon.
You expected to get caught.
So I
I
was
want that
fucking
food
blowing
in.
shit up.
What do you mean while doing the recon?
Yeah,
I mean, if you go protect a shipment, you're gonna be blowing things up.
it's true.
That's
I was like half and half. But pirates sound
Decent
cooler.
pirates,
Yeah.
We can become the pirates. We could like absorb their names.
I mean, we're rebellion.
You
Well, we're
guys
sort
will
of like
review
pirates,
on
guys.
pirates.
Yeah, I kinda like
Rebellion
pirates.
is just as cool.
Is it?
Rebellion pirates. Pirate
Yeah, We're
rebellion.
pirates, but you know, with morals.
Mm.
You killed 2
I
civilians.
had morals.
My mistake.
Had.
Right. Only a bit more. Okay.
I had fake morals, but I had morals.
We have morals. I didn't say they were all good.
What are morals?
Um,
I have molars.
yeah, it's
not
those.
morals.
We call them those where I come from.
Right.
Ah.
Right. So. Sorry, I'm just trying to drive the decision forward a bit, just so we're not sat here all session waiting. What? So more people want to go do the recon than go save the transport, well, protect the transport. So, if you're going to do the recon, are you all going, or only some of you are going? What are you doing?
I mean, I feel like, well, yes, you only need the one person for recon. If they get spotted, which is almost an inevitability when it's us, the rest of the squad needs to be nearby.
I mean, I can
Since-
just full throttle get away faster. It does add stuff to my check though.
I'm an infiltrator, and I run runs off hill.
I don't think infiltrators work on ships, dear.
Unfortunately not,
But
no.
you need to infiltrate the ship.
Not in another ship.
Oh, yes,
Geographically, you've got, over yonder, you've got the Venator where we'd be doing recon. Where-ish would the escort bit be? Like in system to go escort the thing, or
it'd be in system. The transport would jump into system, and if you guys chose to escort it, you just get into an escort formation. Where the transport would travel is a bit unclear. That would be down to kind of like you guys and the transport captain to decide. Because there's like the quick way, which would probably be through the asteroid belt, relatively close to the Venator, but not close enough where, you'd be just swarmed immediately. But or you could take a slightly longer way, like around the asteroid belt and debris field. So you're less likely to get ambushed, but it's going to take longer.
Hmm.
I'm going to increase the vehicle speed by 1.
Hmm.
I have to make a difficulty 3 check. And that's for 2 rounds.
Hmm.
And then I can just keep doing it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Or we can all do recon, as we voted.
Ooh, yeah, we could. Oh, we could do it. We could be like, we could make the thing go the long way around, so it's less dangerous with just like me and Tyler. And then the recon squad goes and does recon, and then like if anybody needs backup, we call for back.
Yeah, that works.
And just hope to God we don't die.
Okay.
It would take some time for backup to arrive.
Yeah, from each other. I mean, you know.
Yeah. It's not something like, so you get pounced and they'll be there in like a few rounds. It would take a bit of time to get there.
Hmm.
Especially if you decide to go round. If you went through the asteroid belt, and with that plan, it'd be a lot quicker response. But because obviously they're a lot closer. But going round the outside of it, the response from the other team would be much slower. Just because of the extra distance to travel. Because this Venator, from what you can tell, is, I want to say like almost slap bang in the middle, kind of like just towards the Hoth side of the asteroid debris field. You would guess the transport coordinates. Sorry, you would have been given. That was my bad for not mentioning. Would have been like at the other side. That's where it's probably going to jump into system. The other side of that debris field. So we can either come straight through the debris field, which brings it within, like I said, relative proximity to the Venator, the wrecked Venator, but not close enough where, any weapons on the Venator that are working would be able to shoot at it, for example. And having to go around the outside would take a lot more time. There's a fair bit of asteroid belt / debris field in the way. Yeah.
Question: has the transport set off yet?
No, it hasn't arrived in. It's due to arrive in system relatively shortly, but it hasn't arrived yet.
Okay. Could you tell it to wait, like, radio in, go, hey, could you just wait out the asteroid belt a minute while we do some recon on our way there?
Because now, I will just mention that if you did that, the transport captain will basically say, we can't do that because of the attacks. We need to get there as quick as possible, but also as safely as possible. So we can't just wait in system when we're basic. Because basically, some of these transports don't have any guns on them. Some do, some don't. So some of these can't even defend themselves. They can just try and
They're
fly
not in
away.
system yet.
What was that?
Oh, is it too late? But they're not in system yet. Yeah, they're out of the system.
Not yet, no. But they'd almost certainly be in hyperspace, coming towards the system. So.
Can you cancel hyperspace? I don't know how this works.
I don't think you can talk through it.
Oh, okay.
You got radio and then be like, hey, just put brakes on a minute. Then you're in hyperspace.
Yeah. You can't do that, and with hyperspace, you usually can't really get out of it early. There are some ways, but they tend to be very dangerous. That's why usually with like hyperspace, it's kind of like, you'll hyperspace kind of like down a route and kind of like make a stop. So you can adjust course from there if needs be, and then you'll kind of like do it again. So like hyperspace isn't like one big continuous long thing. It's kind of like, a lot of like mini jumps, like stops.
Alright, so I'm thinking that with the forces at disposal, which is probably best not splitting up and doing all of that. And democracy says that we must do the recon instead. And if we do the recon, we might get attacked and we can fuck the pirates up anyway, so might all work out.
Right, so you want to do the... So you're doing the recon
So I'll
first.
say just recon. Which has been voted on already anyway. But
Like
I'll stop arguing for splitting.
They got like no one else to protect the shipment. Or was the plan to get us to rely on us to do 2 things at once? I was putting it out there.
It was kind of to get you guys to do 2 feet. Yeah, there are pilots. There are pilots, but they've just been on a patrol. So
let's go back out.
Basically just sat on their ass.
I mean, Alex did look very tired.
I mean, Well, you know.
Like we've decided.
At
We've
the
decided
moment,
already.
there's not enough personnel at Echo Base, so a lot of the pilots have to pull very long. I'll call them shifts basically, in order to kind of like cover all the rotations. So the pilots the dedicated pilots that there are quite exhausted. So, and because of this threat, they're hoping to rest a bit to be able to be used to their full potential when shit hits the fan, basically. They could, but it would be risky.
Better recon.
What, sorry?
No, their ships ain't made for a recon.
Yeah, their ships aren't made
True.
for recon, that's why you've been asked to do the recon.
Okay, let's just go do recon. Everybody else wants to go to recon.
Alright, cool. So, recon. So, you start heading towards the Venator, which, as you get a little closer to it, you do notice... Actually, no, I'm going to have your all roll perception here, why not? So yeah, I want everyone to maybe a perception check at 2... Let's go 3 difficulty. Because it's going to be a fair distance that you're going to try and spot this at. Damn, Niku.
Fucking ball.
Oh, Phil, you haven't got rid of any of your boosts.
No, nope.
So yeah, you did.
Still failed.
Well, they failed anyway, I think.
Oh yeah, you did. You did fail
Oh,
anyway, but yeah. Right, so... Is that everyone? Yeah, so... Talon, Fel, Rolo, Azana, you don't see anything. Yeah, there's a Venator. Well, what you think's a Venator, you've never seen one before, but there's what you think's a Venator. It's a big ship, it looks not in the best of conditions.
Looks like a Star Destroyer, but you know, just thinner.
Yeah. Niku...
Lost fell.
You actually notice that, even from a distance, this Venator looks in well, other than, obviously, it looks like it's unable to fly, because it looks like there's, like, some damage, like, a lot of damage to their engines, so it doesn't look like their engines are salvageable, but the actual main hull is relatively intact, so it looks in decent, and, one of the, because a Venator has, like, 2 bridges, one of the bridges is missing. So, no engines, 1 missing bridge, but the main hull looks relatively intact. There are some, you can see from distance, there are some kind of hull breaches, but for the most part, overall body, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Good old Yobnub over the radio. Oh, wait.
I think they are using it as a base.
Wait.
Copy that.
Over.
You know what? That ship may have the part I need for my ship, but that defeats the
Is
point
that
of
not
the
a bit
rebels
bigger than
getting
your
it.
ship?
Well, the bus clone was tech.
Oh, okay.
What is your ship?
My ship. I found the ship.
You did find
I've
the
gotta
ship.
find it.
I can't.
I'm gonna find the page I saved.
Hang on. Did
Filing as well.
did you send it to me?
I think so.
You
Probably.
you
Ooh, the
did.
rock.
You did. It's page 6. Whatever book it is, it's page 65. Probably. What's up?
I did.
What the hell are you laughing at? What did I miss?
Will was being immersed?
Was being
Pilot
immersed
in
in
my
what?
ship.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just watching and I'm like, oh, fucking...
Just proper caught me off guard.
What page did you say?
65. I can't remember exactly which ship it was. I imagine you remember.
I found it. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I'll tell you.
That's fine.
I'll tell you in a bit. Keep going.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, could I ask? So on your approach, I'm assuming that you've got your necessary systems down. You're running stealth.
Mm.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Which means your weapons and shields are down at the moment, and communication is kind of like emergency short range only kind of thing.
Okay.
But it shuts down pretty much everything other than engines and life support.
Yeah.
Well, propulsion, I should say. So as you get closer, are you guys just like looking around as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So could I have?
'Cause we haven't seen any Roman ships. Have we?
I'm specifically looking out to see if we've got like a comms tower or anything else.
Right. Okay.
Like the comms tower that is presumably on a Venator if it's been fixed away.
Okay. So I'm going to. Oh yeah, the Lancer. Right. So I could I have all of you do another roll, same perception roll, same difficulty. To see if you spot something else.
Nope.
Wow, that's a lot of blanks.
We're not very good at this.
I hate getting successes on
I want to
perception.
see. I want to see what this Lancer Assault Kraken looks like.
Yeah, there's no picture.
So,
thought there
It
was
was the only thing I wanted.
so
You're not giving a shit about its stats.
Azana, Fel, and Rola, you don't notice this. Talon and Niku, you're pretty sure there's on some of the like nearby like
Is that like circle
asteroids.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
one of them.
one of them, yeah. Niku and Talon on some of the asteroids nearby. The Venator, as you get closer, you notice some. You can't quite make out what they are, but you notice some shapes on some of like the asteroids and parts of the debris field.
Mm.
And you swear you saw something move on the Venator's body.
Right, you're saying move?
Move.
As in
Not
an organic movement?
No. You swore you saw some kind of movement on like the outer hull of this
Your
Venator.
mind like immediately went for like cosmic eldritch horror. Crawling its way over the Venator, and you're like, oh god!
What the fuck? Why is the ship that close to it? That has to be fucking a monster.
No, it doesn't look like anything organic.
Okay.
I mean, I have an idea, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
so-
you have.
Hey guys, there's something moving on the ship.
You haven't seen that,
I mean,
Azana.
no, I haven't seen it either. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Talon, do it.
I've seen it.
Fucking type it out.
Oh, I spotted movement of the Venator. I thought I failed.
No. You passed the check, but with disadvantage. So you spotted some kind of movement, but you couldn't quite tell what the movement was. Like you can't make out what's moving a bit, and the movements
Okay.
aren't massive, so hence the high difficulty.
Spotted movement near the Venator.
No,
Over and out.
on the Venator, it's on the hull.
On the Venator. Is what I'm currently hearing.
From God. The Lord is telling me that the
Oh,
Venator
it's
is
on, so it's not a ship.
You
I
pull
thought
like
it was-
I suppose you could pull out binoculars when you're in the cockpit and be like,
I mean,
Probably, yeah.
you know.
you could, but would the cockpit mess with that?
I mean, if it's messing with
Would it?
sight, it's not a good cockpit.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's fine. You also noticed some like I mentioned as well. Sorry, Talon and Nico, you guys both also noticed some kind of some kind of like small shapes on some of the asteroids and parts of the debris field.
Yeah, yob nub. I keep muting it. God damn it.
There is something on those asteroids.
There we go.
It's over now. Still got more to say, guys. It's...
Right. So just
Should we get a closer look?
Where are the asteroids?
just kind of
Are we
like all
surrounded?
around.
Around.
Just
we're in
all
the
around.
asteroid belt.
You're in the middle of the asteroid belt.
So these shapes we saw were where? Are all around us.
Just kind of not all around. You're on just some of the asteroids.
Yeah.
Kind of like relatively close to like the Venator. There's a little bit of like an open, almost like an open space, like right by the Venator, and then there's like almost like a ring of like asteroids, kind of like randomly spaced out, obviously, and some of the shapes were on those. Just real quick as well, Talon and Niku, you guys do notice another shape just kind of like coming around the Venator.
Is it big?
Coming around it. What do you mean?
I
Coming like
mean,
behind it.
coming around from like behind it, from like the blind spot, like behind the Venator, because the Venator isn't like that. It's like it's angled almost like that, with like its hull like facing towards you. So it's basically kind of come like round there, like round back where its engines would be. You don't know what it is. You can't quite make it out. It's at the moment you are fairly far away, so it's not particularly large at all.
There's something else behind the Venator as well, guys. Over and out.
Wouldn't it just be up?
Copy that. Well, does over mean you're expecting a response?
I have no
Over-
idea,
yeah.
I'll be honest.
Over and out means we're ending the conversation for good. Over is like, not responsive.
Yeah, I'm sort of hoping that's just a day call we can go on.
He's never speak to us
You're
again
calling
after this.
There's something behind the Venator, and I think that's lunch, guys.
Oh! That's the delivery man's circling around.
Shall we take a closer look?
Okay.
Well, I guess.
I mean, if we're
don't-
reconning, we best fucking do some
yeah,
recon.
we don't really have much more information at the moment.
Yo, we can't just go back and be like, we saw some ships. They
And
might
something
have
behind
been
the Venator.
Starcraft, but I didn't count them either, so there's some. Some ships. I feel like that would be frowned upon. Could be considered a waste of fuel.
Something tells me you're probably right in that regard, I have to say.
I've done this before.
I can tell. You seem to be such an expert at it.
I know, right? Oh, so good at this game. Let's get closer.
Full speed ahead.
Oh shit. I suppose I can't hear it.
Are you guys actually speeding ahead, or are you still being stealthy about this shit?
Well, we just
Still being stealthy.
Yeah.
But he's going through
I was exaggerating for a
Okay, so alright, that's fine. So just a quick question: how close do you want to get to this Venator, and what are you wanting to investigate in particular?
Well, to at least difficulty 2 distance.
Keep me a bit more. I decided the difficulty, bitch. So
Could you extrapolate on how far of a range you think difficulty 2 is?
closer
Because I
than
have
this.
no idea.
Closer. We're not.
Then I would like to get closer than I currently am.
No, but essentially what I'm asking is, what exactly are you wanting to investigate? What are you wanting to do in this recon to investigate? There's appears to be some kind of object on some of the asteroids in parts of the free field. There's some objects that seem to have moved slightly on the Venator's hull surface. There's like an object that's come around it.
the things on the asteroids.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling that we kind of want to have a look at them all. It's just the order.
Well, I
Yeah,
feel
we-
like
yeah,
we might be
which is-
spotted.
I'm a
which
little
is-
scared they're like ambushes lying in wait. So look at them first. I'm thinking.
Asteroids first, then, yeah.
Asteroids first. Okay, so I'm not gonna have you roll for this because it's reasonably obvious when you get closer to it. You see that some of the well, there appears to be some kind of turrets on some of the surfaces of these asteroids. You would hazard a guess that these have been moved from the Venator onto these asteroids, so they can be used almost in like a crossfire, to like catch anyone who comes near them in like an ambush.
Can we see, like, where we think they all are, so we could see, like, if there was an angle of approach which did not go through this kill zone?
There doesn't seem to be. Not that you can see.
We mark all the asteroids are on so we know which ones to blow up later.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Do that.
You can mark all the asteroids. You know which ones they're on. As you kind of like got closer and was investigating, that shape that came round is coming a bit closer.
See where it is yet?
Somewhat. Make me a difficulty 2 perception check, please.
Yes.
All of
Yeah.
yous.
That's how close difficulty as well.
I mean, he's also a larger shape than what was on the
Yeah.
Venator, so.
Is everybody making this? He
So
said.
Rolo was Rolo's the first one. Talon fell.
Ooh, everyone's passing awesome.
You know.
God damn it.
Oh wow, does that
Nice.
still count as a fail? Does it?
It does.
Yeah. You would get rid of it.
Okay, so does anyone just know? Okay, I'll come back to Rolo. So, Nico, I'm going to count yours as a very minor success. You see the thing. But you got no idea what the hell it is.
Well, he saw it earlier, didn't
He did, and now he sees it
he? So
again.
he'd still know it.
Now they see it again. Azana, Fel, and Talon, you guys notice that you guys believe that it is a little larger than a starfighter.
A little.
A bit bigger than a starfighter, yes. Rolo, you actually kind of get a decent look at it. So I'm just going to reveal it on the galaxy map. This is what Rolo will see.
Well then.
It looks like some kind of freighter, armed freighter. Probably the one that was mentioned in the that General Regan speculated they would have.
I believe that is the freighter that the general mentioned in the report.
Nice delivery.
It seems to be. It doesn't seem to be on an intercept course. It just seems to be almost like patrolling around the area. You haven't noticed any starfighters though.
Presumably they're inside the ship, right?
Can we see what was on the Venator yet?
Yeah.
I feel like we should avoid this patrol thing first before we go and look at the ship. Because it's currently in front of us and that ship.
True, they
Right,
take
right.
a wide butt.
Talon, since you're the only one who mentioned this, I want you to make me a perception check. I'll allow it at 2 difficulty. To see if you can actually see what was doing the moving.
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing but
Nope.
fail.
That's your shit. You forgot to even open your eyes.
Unfortunately, Talon, you are too focused on looking at this incoming ship.
One of your red contact lenses like slip. You're like, ah, fucking bastard.
A bit of spray paint.
Oh
came
no,
off.
gone round the back. I don't even know if contact lenses can do that.
They cannot.
It's always been a fear of mine that he could.
Yeah, that's the only reason I've never tried them.
Can't do it.
Okay, so yeah, that thing's going around. You've still got no idea what's on the hull of that Venator. And like I said, you can't see any starfighters at the moment. What be your next port of call?
I mean, I feel like we're best just sort of drift lazily around until the freighter like fucks off again, and then we can never get closer.
Out of seeing distance.
That's right. I mean,
Probably
you need
warning
you need an asteroid at the moment, so you can kind of like drift around and like activate like landing gear and like attach yourselves to the asteroid. And then you can like power things down, make sure that nothing's running, and then you watch this. It's called an armed transport, so freighter basically. You watch this armed freighter just kind of like go around, almost in like a big like circle, like it's going all the way around. That's what it seems to be doing, kind of like on the edge of these asteroid belts.
Yeah.
Well, the edge of this asteroid ring, really.
Yeah. I mean, once it's fucked off for a bit, you know, like
Yep.
circuited round or whatever,
Mhm.
I'll get closer.
Goes to the Venator. Okay, so you start getting closer to the Venator. As you as you get closer, you lose sight of the armed freighter. It's gone around the back of the Venator again. Sorry, and yeah. So as you get closer to the Venator, you do see what you think was the things that will be moving, which are some turrets. There are some what appear to be laser turrets, which are online. So clearly some kind of power has been restored on this Venator, and it has powered up some of the weapons, and some of the power is being used to power the external, so the detached lasers.
Just real quick, why is Connie's camera always so fucking
He enjoys a rave, I guess.
like
Constantly
fucking
raving.
red and blue just going all over the shop?
I don't get why it's flashing.
I don't know. It's just,
It looks pretty sick. It's just
Yeah.
it's distracting.
a little bit.
It's distracting.
I thought it was light flicker that was doing it.
It's the camera, and I don't know why it does it.
Right. So just get back on role playing topic. You guys are near this Venator. It does actually look like, as you got closer, actually it does seem like the because Rolo would know, because he's the Clone Wars expert here. That the Venator's hangar is like the big red doors, and like the hangars inside there, and you'd have noticed that those are open, so you can see inside that part. That's usually where that's where these Venators usually store starfighters.
Are there any in there?
You can't tell from this angle. You would have to probably fly into it and risk being seen if there's anyone in there.
I mean,
You should. Do you have scanners?
Not while your stealth systems are up.
Okay.
Unfortunately, like I mentioned, basically, life support, propulsion, and short-range emergency communication is like the only thing that you've got when your stealth systems are activated. Things like weapons, shields, scanners are completely out.
I'm guessing boarding the Venator is out of the question.
I mean,
Right.
be a
Sounds a
pretty
bit
ballsy
overstep.
move.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you don't know how many pirates there are.
It's not going to have a
Seven.
Yes, there's clearly just 7 pirates, so you guys will have no problem whatsoever. No. And also, you don't know. You don't have the strength of these guys, so with not that accurate information, you're not sure whether to try or
There's
not.
also a ton of turrets everywhere, and we'll be right in the middle of them.
True.
Yeah, so I don't think boarding will help us
I
find
mean,
out their numbers.
you know, because there's a bunch of turrets that are like on the asteroids
Mhm.
that they presumably took off of the Venator, right?
Yes.
So, like, is there a section of the Venator with less turrets on it? Because there's some still there that are moving about. Did they like take them off in a, you know, were they forward-thinking pirates and they took them off in like a level kind of way, or were they just like, yeah, take them all off of this one side and leave the other?
Make a perception check. See if you can spot whether they've done that or not. I'll say 250 for Corey. Okay, yeah. It does seem like that they have just kind of taken it from one side. It seems to be more actually like towards the back of the Venator, kind of turrets covering kind of like that area. That seems to be where they've taken most of them from. I mean, it's not too many laser turrets anyway. It seems like that they've taken off, but it seems like it's a lot of the back coverage has gone. Although to be fair, the back is pretty smashed up, so you know there's not much to protect back there. Save the bridge, so you know these guys clearly aren't the smartest people ever. But it does look like they've kept pretty much as full coverage as they can, kind of like around these hangar bay doors, because these doors are just open. So you would guess this is how they're getting in and out of the thing.
Yeah.
So, and in Venators, that's basically the only way in and out of the thing. There are some like external hangars, but it looks like those hangars have been closed off. Which Rolo would know the Venator, it automatically activates that in like an emergency situation to try and prevent venting.
This the kind of Venator that's out of like Battlefront where you come out of the side. Or is it the kind of Venator like our Clone Wars where the middle opens up?
It's got both. The middle bay doors are open. The side doors, if you went by the other side, you see this too. But if you can check that if you want. But the side door that you can see is like emergency door closed.
Oh, that
off.
one's shut off, so it's just the centre's open.
Just the centre's open. You've got no
Okay.
idea whether it's the same on the other side or not. You would have to check.
Yeah. But they've taken most of the guns off the back and just left stuff around the main
around this main
hangar piece.
hangar, yeah.
Okay.
I hope people like the low atmospheric music I've got going on in the background. If you can hear it.
Mine's muted. I can't hear it.
You wanker.
Well, I have to for the fucking text to speech, dude.
No, that's
I'll
fair
make for him, Aaron.
I've got it just so like when no one's talking, there isn't just like deafening silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I just throw my own music on. It's fine.
Nah, that's
I
fair
mean,
enough.
every week I put on like something else, like before it starts and then the album's playing. And between songs, I just hear other little bits, and I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I
I
mean,
I can see it playing on the tab, and I'm like, "Hey, you done me again there, Aaron."
Now, as a heads up, for the Pokemon campaign, I am having music, and I will have music playing in the background and things like that. So, just as a heads up.
I mean, I'm not using text speech, so I'll be able to hear it.
Yeah. But yeah, so what are you guys doing? Obviously, middle hangar bay doors open. This side is shut. You don't know about the other side. You don't know what's over there.
I mean, would the resident Republican Weeaboo know, like, what the complement of fighters would be in a Venator from that middle hangar bay, like the amount that can be fitted inside?
Rolo, you wouldn't know exact numbers, but you'd know that a fully crewed Venator with full complement of starfighters can have quite a few starfighters. It can have somewhere in like the hundreds or something at full capacity. But that will be using both the middle hangar and both side hangars. The middle hangar would probably be at least half of that, so probably somewhere in the hundreds. They could probably fit in there. Plus, obviously it depends exactly like what the Venators needed for, because they'll change out like they during the war they change out their fighter complement based on what the mission was. So if it was like, you know, a ground assault, they'd get rid of some of the fighters and put in like the dropships, like those LAAT gunships.
Yeah.
If it was just like pure space combat, then they'd just have a bunch of fighters and bombers and that'd be it.
Yeah. The thing is about this though is they're just pirates. They're not gonna have hundreds of ships.
Yeah, you're pretty certain they're not gonna have hundreds of ships. If they did, then Rebel Intelligence would know that they're here with hundreds of ships.
It's noticeable, yeah.
It is very noticeable. But you would guess that kind of the ships that they've got, at least some of the ships that they've got, would be kind of like old scavenged Republic ones. Clone Wars era ones, so...
I mean, if they found half a fucking Venator, there's probably something inside of it.
That's a good point. I mean, we've got information now. No more than we had a few minutes ago.
I suppose it depends whether you want to check anything else, do any further investigating, or whether you're happy with that and you're just going to leave.
I mean, I don't know what else to check, other than flying inside of the damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems inadvisable.
Well, like I mentioned, you've got no idea what's on the other side where that armed freighter was, like, flew around. Which, by the way, by this time, it's probably just about flying back around.
I mean, if it's come back around here, we can fuck off other side.
Yeah.
Right?
Unless there's more turrets. Which probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've stealth systems over it.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna sneak on the other side.
Alright,
Alright.
cool. So, as you fly around the other side, can I have you all make a perception check at 1 difficulty, please? Because this is going to be a lot easier to see. Have you rolled, Jay, or
Yeah.
is that one there? Okay. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. So yeah. So somehow Talon isn't gonna see this. I'm not sure how. He's too busy looking out for
Contact lenses again.
turrets. Fel, you notice that there is another ship that appears to be attached to this Venator on the far side. Which looks at a glance even bigger than the armed freighter. And Niku and Rolo, you see what this is. One of those.
Okay.
It's one of these.
One of those, which is...
Thank you, Nikki.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, one of those things.
Right.
Definitely
So, yeah.
bigger.
It's Clone Wars again. It is... fuck, where is it? Do I not have it? Hang on. The resident, weeaboo for Republic stuff, will recognise this as a consular class light assault cruiser.
Sorry for starting, Jacob.
Sorry, what?
Sorry for starting that.
A consular class light assault cruiser. Primarily used as a support ship in the Clone Wars for Venators, so it's not entirely surprising that there's one out here. And this looks in pretty good condition, to be honest. This looks pretty much fully functioning.
Would those have shields?
Ordinarily they would. You've got no idea whether this one would or not.
Do our ships have any firepower for taking out shields?
Well, okay, well, that character, what shields do in this is they give them, basically anyone if you shoot at a ship and it's got shields, for every point of shield it's got on that facing, you have to roll a step back die per point of shield. It basically just signifies, how likely the shields, the shields can try to absorb some of the blow. Your starfighter weapons could probably get through any shields that they had, if they have any. The armor on this thing looks decent. But you think that your lasers could do a bit of damage, but you'd probably need some slightly heavier firepower to take this thing out if it came down straight up fight.
Yeah. I wouldn't suggest getting into a proper fight with this right now. Especially if there is lots of other fighters hiding somewhere.
Yeah. True. I mean, I'm happy to dip out and check in on that Ashcom mission. See if they're dead yet.
Yeah.
We've been taking our time.
Right, so, what are you guys doing now? So, are you gonna go back to base, or?
I think we're backing off towards where the transport was going to be dropping in.
Okay, so, as you guys, turn to head off that way, I'm gonna have you make another perception check at 2 difficulty. Perception is like the one skill that I'd get you guys to use a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh, Niku. I mean, technically you failed.
Triumphs with no.
Yeah, right. So, Azana and Rolo, you will not notice this. Talon and Niku, you guys see a few shapes, almost heading, almost directly towards you. Almost. Well, they look like they are. And Fel, you see that they are 4 starfighters. You see... I'll just reveal them on here again. So you see one that looks like that.
V-wing.
Yeah, which is a V-wing. And then you see 3 that look like this.
The fuck are they?
What is that?
That is the ugliest thing I've ever seen.
Funny enough, that's its name. It's called an ugly. Or that's the classification of ship.
This is the dirtiest looking
Essentially,
starship I've ever fucking seen in my life.
in Star Wars lore, pirates and groups like that, because they couldn't afford like new ships, they'd scavenge what they can, and a lot of the times they would actually scavenge parts of ships. For example, this one, they've got the central
And
cockpit of a
ball
TIE
it.
fighter and the wings of a Y-wing, and they'll just slap them together and then send them out.
Mhm.
They are
Oh.
usually they were usually notoriously bad. But that one in particular, you guys, actually, Azana, do you have any knowledge? I think it's like, what knowledges are there? I keep forgetting.
I have thrown a few things into knowledge. Outer Rim or Underworld.
Either or,
Probably.
do one of those at like 2 difficulty.
That's exactly the same.
Yeah, no. Just it's kind of like they both kind of make sense in a way, so I don't mind.
3 difficulty?
2 difficulty, please. 2. Okay, so you're pretty sure you've seen this thing before, but you couldn't for the life of you remember what it's called, or any of its like capabilities. Out of character, it's called a TIE wing, and it is probably the worst ugly that there ever is.
They've been taking down rebels?
Again, pirates. They just kind of grab whatever they can and slap it together. You would guess that obviously, like, the V-wings have come from this Venator, like, they managed to scavenge enough V-wing parts to create a functioning V-wing in
And
some
I think
regard.
Y-wings are apparently late Clone Wars.
Y-wings are from the Clone Wars era. Theirs were a bit different. Theirs had more armor on it, which by the time the rebels got hold of Y-wings, most of the armor was stripped off, so they just kept stripping it off.
Hmm.
But yeah, so there's those things there. And you see that upon their return, because they don't spot you as they fly past and fly into the hangar, the transport seems to head off in that direction.
I feel like I understand.
So
we
what?
can go and we can blow up that transport. Oh, actually, no. Probably best not. Because then they'd know we were there.
Yep.
Remember, can you shadow it? But I feel like...
I mean, is there a point?
No, not really.
We just risk getting caught.
Yeah.
So what?
If
The
anything,
base, then?
we know they haven't probably destroyed, like, you know, the ship parts. Just steal them back later.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Unless they've made
Were
another
there gonna be
abomination.
pilots on that ship or something?
There were.
Yep.
So yeah. You would guess that, like you've been talking about just then. Yeah, the transport's been blown up by those starfighters, and that this armed freighter is now on its way to collect the scraps. So those pilots are dead, the crew are dead, anyone else there is dead, and you've got no idea what's happened to the parts.
Back to the base?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys start heading off back to base, and as just one last little thing, cause why not? Where is it? I had something down. Yeah, can everyone make me a 2 difficulty perception check, please? And I'm actually going to upgrade it on the But
Jumping done there, look.
It's not gonna make a difference for me.
Yeah, I'm upgrading it on the bad side.
I can roll a.
Right, Connie, I've upgraded it once on the bad side.
Yeah, that's one threat.
I mean, to be fair, Connie, you failed anyway, so it doesn't make a difference in that case. But yeah, so... Oh, fucking hell, Niku. God fucking
That's what I
damn!
just said. Big take over it.
So,
I'm the fucking eyes.
So, Rolo, you're pretty sure that the starfighters haven't spotted you, and you're gonna make a clean getaway. Zana, you're just not looking out very well, apparently. Fel, Talon, I know you swear you caught some movement at the side of the corner of your eye, but you're not sure. Niku, you see on the Venator one of the main turrets start to move and turn in your direction.
Right.
These like the big capital ship turrets.
Yeah. What's that? I need to type shit.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry.
All right. Yup, noob.
Nowhere here. Bail. Over.
Well, as Niku says this, right, I want everyone who failed to spot this, so everyone but Niku, because Niku can get out of the way easily enough from spotting it, to make me you saw some kind of movement, so I'll give you and I think was it Taylor? Fel and Talon. I'll give you guys a slight bonus to it. To this what I'm about to ask you to do. So it's gonna be so yeah, Niku, you don't need to roll, you're fine. Azana and you guys will have to so Azana and I want you to make a 2 difficulty piloting space check. And Talon, Fel, and Rolo, I want you guys to also make that check, but with a boost.
2 difficulty, you said?
2 difficulty with a boost for you, yeah. Woo, piloting space came in handy. A boost, yes. Because you spotted some kind of movement.
Oh, wow.
Jesus. Alright.
Piloting space.
Ugh.
Okay, so let's see. So yeah, so Niku got out of the way. That's fine. Yeah, Azana got out. Azana, Talon, and Rolo, you also got out of the way as this turret shoots. You will kind of get out of the way, but I'll get back to that. And Fel, yeah, you do not respond in time.
Jesus.
You do not respond.
It's an honor to serve.
Hang on, no. Hold up.
Is that the sort of fucking turret it is?
It was the main turbo laser
It
Blown up like the Death Star.
it is a big gun.
that they usually use to fight other capital ships or something.
It is a big gun. Right, so
Just hung himself.
so now I will say for 650, because of Niku's warning, you don't take the brunt of the shot. However, and unfortunately, both and
Still dead.
Fel are going to because as you're flying, it shoots at one of the asteroids. It's not shooting at you. It shoots and hits one of the asteroids, which explodes. So it didn't have one of the turrets on. So you know. However, poor Fel and are hit by some debris.
Okay.
So your ships are going to take. Sorry. Right, hang on. Let me just. Right, you. So just load up your ships. It will just be easier. So for hull damage, Fel, your starfighter takes 4 hull damage.
Mm-hmm.
As you get hit by a pretty sizable bit of debris.
Mm-hmm.
And you take 2 as you get hit by a slightly smaller bit of debris. So yeah, and it does seem, Fel, it does seem like your ship is a bit damaged at this point. Yeah, you're not entirely sure until you power it back up to full. You've got no idea, what the damage is. One thing you do notice immediately though is that you are moving a bit slower than the rest now, and it looks it looks like one of your engines was slightly damaged.
Okay. Guys, my ship's full. Guys,
How much we can
slow
do at the
down.
moment?
Guys.
Anyone got a towing cable?
Somehow I don't think it's going to make it any faster, but nah.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, there's nothing
in
weighing
space,
it, right?
it
There's
probably
no dragon space.
in space it would. In space it would help probably, but when you
Yeah.
got to like orbit, like re-entry,
We are in space right now.
Yeah, but
that wouldn't
we'll
help.
deal with that
Make
when
it
we
quickly
get there,
gain
sort
2
of
orbit,
thing.
and then we can detour in orbit.
Yeah.
Detour.
Oh my god.
Alright,
And also, we just got shot at, guys. I don't think we have time to get out and sort the wind
Yeah,
out.
not really. I was thinking about it, but I don't think we have time for that.
Yeah.
I mean, they shot an asteroid. Is it obvious that they know where we are, or was it some dickhead pirate who was like, that asteroid looks like a...
everyone make me another perception check at 2 difficulty. So again, I like just perception is like the big one.
Why I put ranks in it, to be honest.
I put 1 rank in it.
Nothing into it. Fine.
Yeah, me neither. That's fine.
So they can do it.
Sorry, 2 seconds.
That free rank up from adding an extra class. So I just said, fuck it, put it in perception. Sweet.
Apologies, Dad just saying goodnight, so... Right, let's have a look what we got. So, Roller, Azana, and Talon, you guys will not notice. You guys are convinced that you've been seen. Niku, you're a bit 50-50. You're not entirely sure whether things have seen you or not. However, Phil and you guys don't spot any kind of particular movement in your direction. You would guess that was just like a test firing, and if anything else, of the main weapon of that Venator, so...
No, I can't see.
So you two don't believe you've been seen. Niku isn't sure, and Rolo, Azana, and Talon are pretty convinced that you have been seen.
Hey guys, we've been seen.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
just
fast.
dickhead pirate, innit? Dickhead fucking pirates all fucking shooting random fucking things. Like, what are they doing? Waste, isn't it? Fucking pirates. Over.
Really shoot overs?
I mean, you're part of an unorganized military resistance, so...
Yeah.
Organised.
Yeah, we're going to be professional from now on, guys.
We're a squad made up of free radical democracy.
Well, you are the rebellion to restore the Republic.
Yeah.
That is the official name for the Rebel Alliance, the rebellion to restore the Republic. Which depends,
Yeah.
do any of you guys who are certain that you've been spotted by them, are you guys going to power up all your systems and run away at full speed, or...
No, because Bella's talked through the intercoms. So now I'm not sure.
Wait, are we slower
Yeah.
if we're in stealth mode?
Yeah, we are.
Not really.
I thought the engine still worked.
Not really slower, but in stealth mode, your weapons and shields and such are not working. They are.
Are there any
they're
shapes
off.
coming towards me?
Well, I wasn't planning on
I
fighting.
mean, you couldn't. I mean,
No,
you couldn't
I
see.
didn't see
You're
them.
convinced that they've seen you, and you. But at the moment, you cannot see any shapes. But there's an
I'm
asteroid.
getting-
I'm telling you.
there's
But
an
I'm getting
asteroid
conflicting
field around you.
reports from Bell here, so I just fell more.
Don't worry about it, yeah. It's fine, it's just a dickhead pirate.
Mm.
Pirates are dickheads. And I'm not one.
Dickheads.
Yeah, I'll take that word.
Whatever you say.
Alright, that's fine. So,
Bounty hunter. Much
So-
more eloquent.
Important distinction.
Put work into our job.
so,
You know?
you guys. Fuck's
Good
sake.
work ethic for a bounty hunter, yeah.
Jesus Christ. So,
Yeah, actually, yes.
The difference between a pirate and a bounty hunter is work ethic.
I mean, I was pretty
I mean, technically,
Or some loyalty,
I mean, technically, the main difference between a bounty hunter and a pirate is the bounty hunter stays within the law and just hunts for people who have broken it, whereas a pirate is someone who breaks it.
you know, like you lot.
Stays within the law.
No,
He's currently
no,
with
And I
the
mean,
rebellion.
technically, you're rebelling against the Empire, which is technically treason.
I mean, yeah, but money.
I mean, we only disobey laws that
Pirate.
infringe on our freedoms.
Jesus. Alright, so yeah, you guys managed to get back to the base without too much difficulty. As Fel and take the as you guys land your ships in like the main hangar, some of the like repair crews who were there kind of like are looking at you guys like, what the fuck has happened?
Just stick some duct tape on it.
Works for everything.
Yeah, somehow I don't think that's going to work. If it does, maybe it won't.
I mean, duct tape fixes everything, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Just draw a repaired section, stick that over it.
Repaired.
Right, so the technicians will kind of look at you guys and be like, what the hell happened here?
Asteroid.
A pirate shot an asteroid which then hit us.
Me specifically.
And a bit.
Less so than me though.
Right, okay. We'll get to work trying to fix this as best we can.
Clap him on the arm. Appreciate it, Bob.
If you're lucky, they won't take as long as they've taken with my ship.
Yeah.
Well, yours is like
Well.
major damage, from what I understand. This is like fairly
It
minor.
is, and it's your fault.
It's not my fault. I didn't shoot you down.
It's Rebellion as a whole's fault, and they will pay for it.
We're with the rebellion now, so it's your fault as well now.
No. Nothing is ever my
Possibility.
fault, as you will soon find out.
As you,
Sounds
by
ominous.
the way,
Yeah.
as you get back into the system and disengage your self systems, you will hear over the comm, kind of like almost like a blaring on like the comm, like which is usually a sign for like an urgent communication that they're trying to get through. But, oh, finally! Where the hell have you guys been? The transport was calling for assistance. We've lost contact with it now.
Stealthing like you told us to?
No, that's fine. I did say you could do it in whichever order, but it's
If
just
you had a preferred order, you should have told us.
at the end of the day, you guys do have, as a special option, you do have autonomy. You do have autonomy. I mean,
Autonomy, that's the word I wanted.
we can suggest things, but you guys, like I said, these two assignments, you can do it in whatever order you want. It's just it's more a shame losing the pilots more than the materials, to be honest. But that's fine. Anyway,
It's something like, we have these things for you to do. We prefer it if you do this one because we quite like our people alive. You know? Or maybe don't send one team to do two things at the same time, you know. Just
we
saying.
had
Oh,
no
we've already
choice
done
of
it.
that. We had no choice of that, bounty hunter.
We got some good recon
Oh,
anyway.
Anyway, report to the command center when you set down.
That's the plan.
Thank you. Right. Yep. So you go there, sit down, do the thing, go to the Hummingbird's command center, and Joe Recon's like, "Well, at least you made it back in one piece. I did notice that some of you took some damage."
Rocks. Big space rocks.
Yes, I would have assumed that you didn't fly into big space rocks.
The
Well,
pirates
you
should
know.
play with their guns.
Yeah.
Oh, really? So have you been seen, or?
no, they just decided to shoot an asteroid for some reason.
Dickhead pirates.
Pirate.
Well, to destroy an asteroid, that was what, one of the main guns, was it?
Probably.
Yes.
It was.
Pray wait while I regale to you everything that we've...
Yeah. Like, oh, well, that's
Blah.
that's slightly worrying, especially with that light
Network
cruiser.
of guns and shit.
Network
Um,
of
If you
guns.
bombs.
It would have been nice to know roughly how many starfighters they had, but not much we can do about
And
that
we
now.
saw 4.
They're terrible. They're not very good ships. They're absolute junk. Scraps. They destroy easily. I don't know if I'm such a problem with them, to be honest. They're like the lowest of the low when it comes to like pirates.
Alright, Azana?
Yeah.
Shooting from the hip right now, darling.
We haven't. No, we only found out about these
I am a
pirates.
connoisseur of ships.
We only,
And they're the bottom of the bottom.
we
They don't
on-
deserve the word ship.
we only found out about these pirates from Alex Thair's from Alex Thair and her squadron finding their initial location. That was the first we knew of them. All we knew was that some of our transports were mysteriously disappearing, likely being destroyed, and we didn't know who was doing it. This is the first we've heard of it.
That ship, one shot, it's dead. Not ship, trash can.
Flying
Probably.
shithole.
Right. Like I said,
Probably
it would have been nice to know the numbers so we knew what we were dealing with. But that's fine. So
I'd say up to 50.
Up to how many?
50.
50.
Anywhere from 1 to 50.
Up to, yeah.
Anywhere from 4 to 50 even.
Yes.
Never 4.
And a freighter.
And the light cruiser.
And
I like
Corvette,
it.
whatever it was.
What do we have? Like 3 X-Wings and those?
3 X-Wings, few Y-Wings, you, and like the command transport. And that's kind of it.
But the pirates have a better setup than us.
I mean,
No,
they're in a
because
very
they've got those
different-
trash cans.
No, but they've
they're in a
also
very
got-
defensible spot.
Bombs.
They've got a
Just got
Venator
some
with
bombs and some asteroids.
they have a Venator with a big working fucking gun
Yeah.
and other smaller turrets, so
Smaller turrets, bombs. The big thing is a problem.
Mm.
We have Team Havoc.
Yeah.
Team Havoc.
Right, so if they haven't seen you, then we should have a little bit more time. I imagine my technicians are working on the damn sheer starfighters. That should be sorted out, you know, by tomorrow. So if you want to wait till then for your next sortie, then that's fine. Gives you some time to rest. I'm just thinking whether that light cruiser is a bit of an issue. The only ships that we have that could, I mean, our X-wings and Y-wings could potentially deal with it with their proton torpedoes. But it just depends on what else they've got.
Hmm.
And whether they'd be better served on other things. Because something tells me that they wouldn't be this much of a nuisance if there was only 4 starfighters, an armed transport, like an armed freighter, and this light. I mean, the light cruiser's a problem, obviously. But if it was just them and like a skeleton crew on that Venator to man the guns, I couldn't imagine there'd be too big a threat. I couldn't imagine they could do continual raids on our transports. There has to be more, but we don't have the numbers, so that's fine.
I mean,
So,
what if we go in and we do the unthinkable, which is land inside the ship, and again, we do that. We land in the hangar, and either just shoot the fuck out of anything in there when there's nobody in the ships, like, can VTOL his way into the hangar and just or land and like press a button and close the door. And keep them doors closed while you come in with your X-Wings and Y-Wings and kill the fuck out of that cruiser. Or disable it or something anyway. And then we go from there. Maybe figure out what the fuck controls the network of guns as well.
just based on your report and how much appears to be powered. Oh, also, sorry, I should have mentioned, sorry, because you did ask earlier and I forgot to say, sorry, Fel. You saw what you thought was like the communication tower, it didn't look online.
Okay.
Sorry, you
Okay.
did ask earlier and I completely forgot.
Yeah.
Just based on what you said on what is and isn't, on what appears online and what appears offline, I'd imagine that there probably isn't enough power in that Venator to close those hangar doors. Because it looks like they're putting priority into powering up some of the weapon systems first. Which, honestly, I don't really blame them in doing. You know, it offers some security for them.
But I mean, if we could fucking land inside the Venator and just blast shit out of anything that's on the
I do have
ground.
to say, I do like that. I do like that idea, to be honest. That is a good idea. Anything that's there, you can, if you take it out before it has a chance to launch, catch a pirate. These pirates
not
by
powered
surprise.
up, no shields, no nothing, just blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah. The main issue then will be with the turret, with the turrets. I mean,
Yeah,
the turrets of the asteroid shouldn't be. The issue is we don't really have. Again, proton torpedoes could be used to deal with the asteroids as a whole, but then we wouldn't have them for when we need them.
When would we need them after that?
The cruiser.
Okay.
The cruiser. Or taking out the Venator. I mean, we could potentially take out the cruiser with just enough firepower, but proton torpedoes would be the best option, in my opinion, to take it out quicker. Because, you know, they're designed to be used against armoured ships. So
What guns did we see that were left on the Venator? Were there any turbo lasers or just regular lasers?
Kind of like the smaller ones, where they seem to be more online, like the ones on the astrofields were like laser turrets, kind of like not necessarily like anti-fighter. They usually use like anti-fighter, but they're not necessarily anti-fighter. And then the one big one that moved was like a main, like double-barreled turbo laser thing.
Was that on the ship?
That was on the ship. Yes, that was on
That
the
was
ship. That was the one that shot the asteroid.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if we're landing in, then theoretically, we could shoot fuck out of all the ships and whatever, and then skip out and run to wherever that battery is and take it. And then when you guys rock up, the crews are like, you guys rock up and blow your way in through the gun network. Cruiser takes off ready to blow you out of the sky with its anti-fire shit. And as soon as it comes up, we just fucking knock it out with turbo laser.
So much for my space combat. I mean, if you guys want to do it, if you guys think you can do that, then that's great. I'm gonna have to fucking radically change what I'm gonna do next week then.
No plan survives the players. Yeah.
Yes, I am well aware. I am well aware, but it's one of those things where I have nothing mapped for the inside of this. I'm gonna have to reuse. I'll probably.
You should have known that I was a military genius. I mean, come on.
I'm probably just gonna. What I'm probably just gonna do is I'm probably just going. Fuck that. I'm probably just gonna end up reusing the map from before with the battery.
You recall me saying I'm terrifically conceited.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, this was supposed to be to see how you guys fare with space combat with your lights on, and you guys were immediately just like, no, let's just bypass this. So the next time there is one time in this campaign that you will have to do space combat, and you have pretty much no choice.
Have to.
No. I mean, like space combat in the sense that shots will be exchanged.
Oh.
Rather than you guys just one-sidedly fucking up anything I've got.
It just seems otherwise the fight would be well against us.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The thing is, again, it's unexpected, it's smart thinking, and I'm not having to go at you for that. It's just more...
Unexpectedly?
I didn't expect it. Again, No. I didn't mean unexpectedly. It was you guys did good thinking. I didn't expect that. Yeah. It was just kind of like you did good thinking, which is cause an unexpected situation for me. Like, oh shit, panic mode, scramble. Right. God damn. Right, so if you guys think you can do that, then great. I would advise you wait until your starfighters have been fully repaired.
Oh, yeah.
A, just in case you're spotted, and B, when you are spotted when you open fire, and C, because you don't know if that damage has messed up your stealth system in the long term. So best way. You guys. So the plan, if you guys happy with this, you guys go in, take over that working main battery, and open fire on their larger ships. To hopefully weaken them off, if not destroy them outright. Once you've done some damage, as much damage as you can, either before your turret's taken out or you take out those ships. If you use your communicators to contact us, we can come in with we can bring in a smaller like transport with some troopers in it to help secure the ship, and because there could be some useful salvage in there for us as well, so it might be worth doing it. And then we can bring in.
Make sure you run some dudes in to like clear a path through that gauntlet of fucking guns first.
When
you're sending in a nice undefended transport and it just gets blown out the bastard sky.
You guys could, if you wanted to, use that main gun, because it sounds like it can just blow apart these asteroids. You could use that to blow apart those asteroids.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wondering how far... Well, I mean, obviously, you know. I'm wondering how far, like, out this network of guns is, you know, whether it's in the range of the turbo laser or what.
I mean, the turbo laser shot an asteroid not fairly near to one of the asteroids with one of the guns on, this turbo laser can definitely hit any of them that can be seen in that direction.
Okay.
You have no doubt of that.
Sick. I feel like boarding ships has become an aspect.
It is. Should I just plan a campaign around you guys boarding ships and shit? That seems to be what you fucking do all the time.
Oh, when we become the pirates.
We just become bodacious space pirates.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rebellion wins, we all get bored. So I have to go to land piracy.
It's beneath me.
Oh, there you go, Barney Hunter. That's so much more. What
What
was it? Work ethic
in
or
my
something like-
yeah.
What is it? I put more pride in my work.
I'm sure pirates
There's a lot more of a thrill when you kill someone than when you steal someone.
steal
Especially
someone.
if you're
Steal
finding
someone.
Something.
That's called slavery. Stealing someone.
Trafficking.
Or kidnapping.
Yeah, kidnapping is a
There's
good
a
one,
number of terms that could work.
None of it good.
Is more
None of
correct.
them savory, no.
Right.
That's more pirates.
So the plan from what I understand is you guys are going to land on the ship, head towards the main battery that fired, take control of it as quickly as you can, hold them off while someone shoots some of the ships, and hopefully some of the asteroids and the rebels will come in, clear up anything that's still there, and try and land a transport in the hangar to help take over and then salvage the ship.
Yep. Sounds like a plan to me.
Right.
And I came up with it like this.
Right. So, what we'll do is, all pilots are hereby ordered. Everyone who's going to take part in this strike tomorrow is hereby ordered to get an early night, plenty of rest, good meal tomorrow morning, and tonight as well, and to be ready for combat at 0800 hours tomorrow morning.
Orgy in the break room, guys. Yeah.
I'd rather you didn't. That will be probably very counterproductive to get some rest.
You gotta work some steam off, you know. Or get ahead of steam. For the mission.
Please
Maybe.
don't. Please just follow my orders on this one. Behave.
We'll talk through the night with Thailand about our Empire backstory.
Are you gonna do that with everyone else listening in, or?
No.
Oh.
The next room.
I mean, if you guys actually want to talk,
So what branch were you in?
right? So we're just gonna skip to that point now. If you actually want to do that and actually have like a proper conversation, go ahead. Have a conversation between yourselves about it. So you two have retired to another room, just for two of you. It's outside.
So what were you, Army? Navy?
Army.
Army. Same.
Same, really?
Yeah, I was
Surprisingly, we never met.
212. I mean, big fucking army, innit?
Well, I guess.
Many days a big. It's a Galactic Empire, mate. It's a
Right.
big army.
Okay.
Right. So.
alright.
Right. So can I just stop you guys for 2 seconds? Sorry. 2 seconds. Sorry.
The secret messaging has begun.
It has begun. Yes.
Someone's spying on us.
Shit, what's going on?
That was
Whispering to
suspicious.
DMs? What's this?
The problem, Andy. The problem is having you do a check. I can't do GM, can I?
Wait, what's there?
I'd have to have you do a
Oh,
check, and I
you're
can't.
right,
I
yeah.
can't make it GM, so I can't do it secret.
Fuck, you're right.
So
damn it.
it's again. It's our
I
character
can
knowledge.
roll
can't
a
be-
dice pool though, right? So they don't know what check it is. I can do that at least.
I mean, you can do that. That's fine.
To stop people spying, I'm going to put an Empire Kids Club on the door sign.
Fine, you can do that.
There we go. Everyone will respect it.
Yeah. Everyone respects privacy in this squad.
Alright. Should I do what I said, Aaron, and make it just the dice pool?
You can do if you want.
Okay.
Not that it matters because it's going to be, they can't use our character knowledge in character, so it's not too bad.
Right, yeah. I just want to know if I can hear what they're talking about. That's all.
Yeah. So just do the check, as I said. You can hear bits and pieces.
Okay, I'll take it.
Excuse me.
Carry on.
Do continue.
So you didn't hear what branch Talon was in, but you heard that they were both part of the military.
Okay.
And then continue from there.
See much action, Tyler?
Yeah, a fair bit. A
lot of subjugation. I did a lot of subjugation.
Yeah, none of it was very... Not proud of it.
No. Made you tell.
What? You know...
Smoking as well, by the way.
Maybe 10, you know, just, you know, bad stuff. They make you do a lot of bad stuff.
They just make you do a lot of bad stuff.
Why? What made you turn?
They sent us on a mission. Everybody died. Except for me.
All your guys died.
Yeah. Some good friends in that battalion.
Oh, okay.
Good people.
Who killed them?
No, I didn't kill them.
Okay, alright, thanks. Why did you survive and none of them?
Because I'm fucking incredible, that's why.
Who killed them then?
Who the fuck we were fighting? I can't remember. They were like bears or something.
Fighting
Little
bears.
bears.
Little bears.
Wait till I hear that.
Not like Nikki.
Figure out
Not
which
like
parts do we
Nikki.
hear?
Not Nikki.
You heard. Okay,
Not
so,
Nicky
so
Little Bear.
Just real quick, you heard something about bears and asking little bears, but you didn't hear the reply.
So what's that, fella?
So we
you only joined the
fighting
rebellion to get
bears?
back at the little bears?
Is that what I heard though? That's actually
Not
could have
the,
been
it's not
affected
about
me.
the bears. I'm getting back at the Empire.
That is what you heard, Andy. That is what you heard. You didn't hear the bit whether he confirmed it was little bears or not. You just heard some kind of bears, and then Talon asked little bears, and you didn't hear the reply.
It's not even about the bears. They are fucking lizards, to be honest.
No,
Weird
lizards.
creatures.
You didn't hear that bit.
Half.
You didn't hear that bit.
What in horror planet were you sent to?
Fucking, you heard of a coos?
You
Fucking
didn't hear the
shell.
name of the
No,
planet.
It
God damn
doesn't
it.
sound like anywhere the Empire should be going.
Fucking
anywhere near.
jungle, loads of trees,
You heard that?
green, horrifically
Wow.
green.
Okay.
You definitely heard that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It sounds like mine.
Weird fucking lizard bear people.
You didn't hear that.
Fucking enslave me?
You didn't hear the lizard bit. You heard bear. I'm just
Weird
being
fucking bear people.
Yeah.
Anyway, it wasn't even their fault. It was the Empire's fault. Suicide
Empire's
mission.
fault.
Weird fucking politics bullshit.
What I'm hearing about maybe felt enslaved me?
No, she tried.
As far as I know.
Lizard people, why you...
Disney.
Did hear lizards.
Didn't hear lizards. Right. You can ask. Is Talon gonna say what about his stuff?
How do you know? They sent us to hunt down rebels hiding in villages. Civilians got caught in the way.
Weren't very discriminate with who you killed.
No, I tried to stop them. I had to kill one of my own fellows.
Yeah,
That-
they're not fun of that.
Then a Jedi, if you believe it or not, showed up.
Shit.
No idea what happened to the Jedi.
No.
They could have got him. I ran
You
away
did-
with him.
right,
I'll be
Right,
honest.
Niku, you didn't hear about him killing one of his own guys. You heard killed one of them, but not one of his own guys.
Mm.
And you didn't.
Thanks for applying to kill the best.
And
Three
you,
successes.
and you heard
All he
of,
gets is
and
misinformation.
you heard about a Jedi. You heard about someone showing up, but then they didn't know what happened to them afterwards. But you didn't
Okay.
hear what they were
Nikki
called.
the
Yeah.
troll survivor.
Well, alright, this kind of changes a few things now.
That's why I've done it, because I'm a prick.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, it's character development causes some tension. You have to resolve it over time. Some nice character moments.
I mean,
And next week I'm like, Nick is being uncommonly cold to me.
Yeah.
uncommonly cold. Yeah, you're just finding
Nicky!
random bombs in your food.
Nicky, I've got one on my tail. Nicky, where are you?
Just like thought there's a thermal data clearly sticking out of like your cereal in the morning.
I think it's also an elaborate joke, and then we're on a mission, my ship blows up, I'm completely dead, and Nicky's just like,
By the
Yup,
way,
don't talk shit, bitch.
It could happen now. God. I don't know yet.
Hey, you're a medic as well, pal.
Mm.
Like, why a dereliction of duty there?
Look, when you've had like 100 odd people die in your arm, come talk to me.
Okay.
he's a sharpshooter. He does this from a distance.
Fucking wuss.
Also,
You've
can
got
I
everyone's
tell
blood on
it's
your
cutting-
Oh,
hands.
so, guys, sorry,
On your
sorry, Andy.
Can I tell it's cutting out?
Um,
Or does it just sound like there's just silence?
50 and below, 51 and up.
Up.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell that it's cutting out a bit.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
It's not. It's not the clearest thing, but you think it's probably cutting out a little bit.
Alright. So I'm unsuspicious right now. I'm just like, I don't know if I can trust these two at the moment. I'm a little scared of them. I'm not outright killing them yet. They're not full on Imperials. They have some sort of a heart. I think.
So, you only joined the rebellion for revenge?
Well, it's more the whole business. Made me realise how shit the Empire was, and I thought, you know, kind of just went on from there. And I spent about 4 years just drinking, so after the whole everybody dying thing.
Good. Okay.
Well,
This was
nice sharing session there.
It was, yes.
Do I hear that, by the way, Aaron?
Hear what? Sorry.
That fella just said it's a nice sharing session.
Yes.
Alright, I'm packing up my shit and going.
I feel like we've really unpacked some drama here, and it's helped me at least.
It does.
I'm off to
I
bed.
feel better. A friend to share the horrible shit with. Who won't judge?
Yeah.
Although I am judging, Phil. I'm not.
Appreciate it.
Okay, we have a mission in the morning. Probably can't drink the souls away now.
I mean, I'll sleep like a baby. I was getting stoned the entire conversation.
Okay. Does anyone else want to have any kind of a conversation with each other?
It's been like 5 to 6 weeks since we got to space, right?
Yes.
I would like to send some credits,
Yep. Go.
if I can.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll be able to.
Cool.
Somebody want to step out and be like, "Why are you sending money away?"
None of
I
you.
mean, do we know she's doing
I
it?
mean, I
It's
honestly
pretty.
wouldn't
I mean,
care.
is Asana making it secret or just doing it?
Nah, I can't be asked.
Yeah. So Asana's been doing it for as long as you've known her. Like every month or so, it's kind of like sending out so many credits. You don't know how much, but so many credits every month to someone.
I mean, like, is this like on a computer or something? We're not gonna know exactly, you know?
Maybe digital, right?
Yeah, it's like a digital thing. Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea if my friends are sending like a PayPal somewhat, do I?
I mean, Star Wars tech's weird, you know. You can't just fucking go on your iPad and Venmo somebody some fucking money.
I guess so.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how it works, to be honest, but I'd imagine there'd be a way to like transfer
Like
some
it's-
credits.
Yeah, but I feel like it'd be like a whole bank thing, and that'd be a kind of
Mm.
paper trail, you know?
You need a card reader.
Yeah.
Shit, you're kind of right though.
No, she's been
Would leave
doing
a
it.
paper trail.
I'm probably just going to imagine she's sending it to her pirate friends or something.
Pirate
I mean-
friends.
Bounty hunters.
I mean, I've just
I mean,
had
if
a
she's
scene
been doing
that
it all
somebody
the time
else wants
since
to
I've
be
known
like, "What you doing?"
None of you are concerned,
Right.
dear.
I should also point out that Roller is being very secretive. He hasn't told you a damn thing about himself.
Ask him his mother's name.
He lets everyone go round, tell each other their mother's name. Because that's how we know we can trust someone.
But no. What I'm about is that you don't know like what he did before coming here. All you know he's obsessed with guns, and especially with Clone Wars era stuff.
So, hey, Rolo.
The
How'd
other
you get so
thing
good
is-
with that little sniper thing of yours there?
Well, we all have our own ways of practicing.
Yeah, I mean, I
A
was
fellow
trained.
sharpshooter would understand, you know.
I mean, I would understand it would require military training.
Okay, I'm getting a little concerned right now.
Not necessarily military, but could always be
That's where the
unorthodox.
concern's coming from.
He's hella at very questions, this guy.
He's coming across as kind of a
Keep
psychopath.
passing them off. Right.
Nothing wrong with
Wait,
that.
he's coming off as a psycho.
Yeah,
You don't have any concerns about at this point. He avoids some
fucking
questions.
high. It's like whatever with her. She just high.
And that's when you realise I am the main bad guy.
Fucking fool.
I am the Senate.
Pulls the mask off.
That is something you would say.
I think I got a question for Roll.
Watch him deflect it.
Yovnob.
What did you practice on?
Since you went military base, what did you fucking practice on, dude?
Where's Azana during all this?
In the room, I guess.
Yeah, probably in this room, yeah.
Just people, I guess.
You know, live targets.
Exactly what I was thinking. Civilians!
Whoa, I was never the one to shoot first. I'll let you know. My targets always deserved it.
No.
From my point of view.
Yeah,
Jedi
from your point of view, they were evil. Why were they shooting you? Why were you
Well-
getting in so much trouble?
Gambling debt.
Somehow I always find myself with these guns that just need selling.
Okay, right. Okay.
Gosh.
Were you a bounty hunter? You know.
Yeah.
Are we playing for any questions?
Hey, what's happened? Me and Fel had a secret
guess.
conversation, came out,
I
immediately
guess.
started questioning everyone else.
Being open is very nice. It's very freeing, honestly, and I feel like you should all experience.
Good bonding. Yes.
Yeah. So, if you were asked to say whether you were a smuggler, a weapons dealer, or a bounty hunter, which of the three were you more?
Harder.
Order.
One of the options.
Order of credit, not merchandise. A weapons seller.
Dealer, yes.
Dealer.
Yeah, dealer. Yeah, weapon dealer.
Okay.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Weird culture, Ewoks. Weird culture.
I mean, when I talk, it's out of character.
Where does all this Clone Wars fetish of yours come from?
Is there actually a fascination for it? I thought it was just out of
I'm
character
not sure
shit.
where this came from.
I thought it was out of character shit that just Jacob likes.
I
I
mean,
didn't realize it was in
They
character.
knew about the Venator ship and stuff.
yeah,
So it's in character stuff.
must be.
Oh shit, okay. I don't know the world, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Hmm.
So Clone Wars has already happened.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the Clone Wars has already happened. It happened like
Alright.
20. Well, it ended about 20-something years ago. Well, about 20
Okay.
years ago.
So yeah, this blaster is my father's blaster rifle, and it just so happens to be
Mine now.
dad model. Mine.
It's absolutely
Your
mine
father
now.
fight in the Clone Wars?
Am I a human?
Aliens
No.
fought in the Clone
Well,
Wars?
Aliens did, but normally against the Republic.
I mean, not necessarily. There'd have been like
There were more.
planetary militias and shit
There were, but it
on
was
the
still,
Republic
it,
side.
It was,
Not
yeah,
everything was Grand Army of the Republic.
Yeah, it was mainly most non-humans or non-clones did fight against them though, because they tend to just use the clones for actual fighting. The only times when like the native population would kind of get involved in a fighting is if their world was invaded. Likewise for the CIS, but the CIS did less invading, I think.
Hmm.
Well, this happens. Knows nothing about the Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
But did I get an
What
answer?
trauma are
Did
you
fight-
hiding
fight
via
in the
your
Clone Wars?
virulent drug use? What trauma are you trying to hide with your virulent drug use?
She's already mentioned. She's already mentioned about the whole
Go injecting some shit.
cubes and Darth Vapor and shit. Actually, no, technically she hasn't in character. She did it
Yeah,
out of character. in
yeah.
Fenton.
I did it at the pub.
That's a good point.
Well, even without drugs, what trauma are you hiding?
I just want to find my brother. And some gelatinous cubes.
Oh wait, no, yeah, I remember now. He said, yeah.
Hmm?
I couldn't remember what was said in the pub, but now I do remember. What was said.
Fucking, oh shit, was Darth Vapor.
Darth Vapor. Okay, I should just quickly. Azana gets up and leaves the room.
We're having a
Oh, well, friends
conversation.
here.
Yeah.
Back in a bit, beautiful.
Wow.
See, even say
I
it's
want to answer
secrecy.
your questions.
Thought the team's finally bonding.
How it is.
Important
Birthday.
business and whatnot.
Alright.
Ah, she's probably banging
Bring
someone.
drinks.
Right. If you couldn't quite tell, I'm trying
Gone
to.
into dinner.
If you couldn't tell, guys, I'm trying to
What's
kill.
it?
I'm trying to. I'm trying to kill time for the rest of this session. So I have another week to plan out some more things for what's about to happen.
Bonding time.
Oh, we're not
Yeah,
gonna be able
it's
to go
bonding
into the ship.
Not today.
Oh,
Sorry.
damn it.
I don't see much rather you go in there. Hopefully, when everyone's here next week. Fingers
I
crossed.
call after Azana. Bring snacks back.
Okay, Angel. See what I can find.
The munchies.
Can you bring back those like little rings? I think the pirate rings. So nice.
Yeah, the molly. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, brings back some pirate. That's what we
Oh,
used
God.
to eat when we used to live and eat plants.
Biscuit.
we were never like in the because we had plants all the time like around us. We never like could see properly, and we couldn't cook food, so we ate biscuits.
Okay. We're learning things. We're learning things. About each other.
Right, yeah. So Zana's gone off now for some reason.
Nikki.
Yes. Wait. Yup, yup.
Wait, you can speak common?
No.
Somebody's been hiding all this time.
No.
Someone's hiding bigger secrets than I am.
You've got a face like thunder that's pointing at me.
Wait, what?
Did
I reveal that? I don't think I did.
I don't know, you might.
I'm pretty. By the way, is Nico like almost? I don't want to say like glaring, but are you looking like very suspiciously at Fel and Talon, based on what you heard? Because you did say you don't know if you can trust him anymore.
I mean, I didn't think that far ahead.
Can't give him the side eye.
I mean, I didn't think that far ahead, to be honest. I thought I was gonna pack my shit and then pretend I'm going to sleep. That's what I was thinking.
I'll try a perception and see if I notice if he's being weird with me.
Alright, I tell you what. Do a perception versus stealth. So 0 difficulty for both of them. No bonuses, just do a straight stealth versus perception.
Okay.
Yep. No, Fel. Yep. Niku is.
Nothing's out of the order.
Nope, nothing's out of the ordinary at all. Niku is just trying to follow the conversation as it goes. How you doing, my little bear?
My little man.
Oh no.
What are you doing, little bear friend?
Quite high and you're quite goodly. Let's go.
Give me a second, I need to figure out how to react to this. I don't know how. Shit.
Everything he knew was shattering around him. I'll allow it, but not return it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a
Your
stiff.
hands are firmly at your
So
side.
just hands at her side. Yeah, and she's just hugging me.
Alright, I sprang that on you, Nicky. It's fair. I sprang it on you.
Can I have a hug?
Bring it in.
Okay, so,
Jump into you.
okay, so is there
Good
any
hug.
right? Is there anything that you guys want to particularly talk about? Because I'd probably wanted to ask Danielle to go into one of the scout replacement chat channels for her bit.
I didn't ask Niku anything.
I mean, you can if you want.
Why did you join the rebellion, Niku? Rare to see an Ewok.
It's like,
I don't think
God damn it.
I don't think you know what an Ewok is.
Never seen one of your kind before.
That's it.
People don't know what an Ewok is? Oh, I guess.
I mean, he's
Well, they're not even. They're like, I don't know what to call it. Not space people.
yeah.
Primitive, they are.
They're not spacefaring people. They
still have spears and stuff.
and
Most
like
of them
slings
do.
and rocks and shit. Yeah.
They count walkers.
Although spears are just
Shit,
as
that's
effective as guns, I guess, against the Imperial Stormtroopers.
You know,
Apparently.
armor that dissipates blasters and spears.
I mean, to be
straight
fair,
through that
I mean,
shit.
yeah. I mean, to be fair,
Primitive bows. Problem
to
solved.
be fair, that is a good point because it's designed to like dissipate blaster shots, not stop something piercing it.
I mean, I suppose, but you're still going to be like, plastic shit in it. And a fucking stone-tipped arrow out of a bow that looks like it's come out of a children's toy set.
I'm assuming you're typing, Amanda.
Yeah.
Aye.
I mean, the Ewok fight scenes in Return of the Jedi, it's like, you know when you're fighting with your little cousins,
Yeah.
you know, and you know for a fact that you could throw them across the bastard room, but you let them very slowly get you down. You know, they're hanging on each of your limbs, and you're just like, oh no, you've got me.
Shit, you get them off across the room.
That's what it's like in Return of the Jedi.
Get up there, you little shit! Fucking lob them across the kitchen.
Yeah. I mean, you never would, but you know you could kill them. If you were really trying.
I don't think you'd have to really try, to be honest, but... I know. Thank God
I like my cousins, by the way. Just, they're not bad.
I don't really see mine,
Just
so...
cousins go.
I don't really see mine, so.
Alright.
Are you
Ready?
Alright.
Yeah, ready. Yup, nope.
I got captured by the Empire and forced into slavery to work on their weapons. So I joined so I could take my revenge and destroy them all. Smile.
Destroy the whole
All
spine.
smile? Is that an instruction?
Just a fucking colon. Yeah, and it just a smile for me.
You should have.
Smile.
That's fucking.
Okay.
I'm sorry to hear that, Nikki.
Yeah. Terrible. Empire about. We know. Me and Talon.
Trust us, we know. Glaring red eyes at him.
I know your plight, Nikki.
I've seen I've seen many people that I know die as well.
Terrible. Empire, terrible.
Are you wanting to say something else, Dante?
Oh, yeah, what actually, yeah, I do. One sec.
Oh, I just randomly Googling and I found out Ewok jerky is a common snack in the Outer Rim world.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so I think that's part of your rations. You may have eaten Ewok at some point. In the Empire.
No, this was since back in the Clone Wars. Oh yeah, so like the Republic was the Outer Rim.
The jerky?
So
Ewok jerky. So is that what
God,
beef
so-
jerky is? Ewok jerky. Why were you even searching for that?
I was just looking like Ewoks and stuff.
Ewoks in general, yeah.
Jesus.
Alright, I got some.
Alright.
Yup, nope.
Maybe they shouldn't pick on bears. Cough.
Yeah, bear people are vicious, man. They're Lost some lizard bears and they. Whoa. Claws and guns and teeth.
Wait. Yup, nope.
Lizard bears.
Yeah, lizard bears. I don't know how else to describe them. They were kind of like you a little bit, but like lizard.
Did they have tails?
Some of them did.
What planet?
Yup, nope.
Oh, coos. Chill.
That delay.
Because I was typing and pressing, I was trying to.
Yeah, coos. Chill. You ever been, Nikki? A coo.
Yeah,
He's an Ewok.
You never know.
He's
traveled a
obviously.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the rebellion, but not to a
Yeah,
cruise.
slavery gets you around.
So we've heard.
Takes you a lot of places you really don't want to be.
Also, I'm told.
Yeah,
Okay,
lizard
okay.
bears. There's nothing quite like trying to heal somebody's acid burn from these fucking lizard bears. Spit, I think it was. Ugh. It was a bad dude. Real bad dude.
Clearly, it was acid breath like a dragon.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there was a big lizard bear at one point. Like when I say big, it would. Ooh, I don't like to think of it honestly. I'll stop there.
Are you wanting to say anything, Andy? Or
Nah, that's
Oh,
it. Yeah.
so I thought you
Okay,
were-
but yeah, there's a little less on the offensive right now.
But you did hear them about. You didn't hear about Talon killing civilians.
Yeah,
and it sounds
still
like
on
Fel
Salem.
may have done it as well. I'm not sure.
Mm. But I was more focused on like,
The
did
bears.
Phil save me?
Right. So
Was she a part of that?
yeah. Right. So it doesn't seem to be. So does anyone else want to ask anyone else any questions before I pull Danielle into one of the other chats to do her
I'll
bit?
probably ask questions while we go off. You just
Yeah.
don't him.
Yeah, but Aaron can't record that. So
Yeah, I can record that.
I forgot about
We'll
that.
just sit in companionable silence.
Alright, cool. Alright, cool. So,
Companionable.
right, so I'm just gonna move to the general chat. Right. So after leaving, after hearing a little bit about I guess
Yeah.
who are you going to go see? Because the only higher up that you know in the area is General Regan or Riken, whatever.
Yeah. I'll go ask him some questions. I
Okay.
can make it out like I'm trying to help the rebellion, you know.
How so?
Well, in that I've seen who this high bounty person is. I want to know who it is, so I know who to keep an extra eye out for if, say, a bounty hunter group comes up, and I know who they're targeting. I
Okay.
can warn them.
Okay, fair enough. So. Right, so you go back to the Hummingbird, and sure enough, General Recon is still there, and he goes, Asana, right?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Right, it's a
Pleasure.
pleasure, it's a pleasure to see you here on your own rather than with everyone else. So,
I know, right?
I can only assume that you're here for a reason.
Yes, I found a thing. You know, as I used to be a bounty hunter and stuff.
Yes, somewhere.
Well known. I like to browse the bounties occasionally because, you know, it's so interesting. One particular has caught my eye in a very high bounty for rebellion personnel in the Spec Ops team. And I was
Oh,
wondering if you could tell me who it is.
right.
Unfortunately, I don't recognize face or name.
I thought you knew them.
I do, but if they're running with us this high of a bounty, they're probably going to try and conceal their identity.
Me? You're gonna have to do this all in the open. There's no choice of that. So yeah, because you can't do it secretly, unfortunately. So can you do a 2 difficulty persuasion roll to get him to tell you exactly who it is?
Okay.
You can use because you're the only one here, you can use a light side point if you want to use it. Yeah, I mean, session's probably not. Session's not going to probably go on too much longer, and you got 6 points to spend, so you got plenty of points.
Persuasion isn't a thing.
Negotiation. Sorry.
Negotiation.
Sorry, negotiation. Which
about coercion. No, it's exactly the same. Charm.
What's my spends? How are you doing it? Are you trying to charm him into giving the information? Are you just trying to persuade him to do it? Are you trying to blackmail him?
I'm trying to persuade him. So
it'd be negotiation in that case.
Okay. I will use a light side point. What will that do?
It will upgrade your check once.
Okay, what does it upgrade it to? Like an upgrade. Which one? The green one.
Upgrade on the positive side, yeah.
I'm gonna be questioning what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Put the negotiation, please work. Shit.
Here we go. This post things. I don't know. I mean, the whole point of them using this alias basically is so that any bounty hunters won't realize it's them, and so that they're not instantly recognizable.
I'm a bounty hunter. I recognize the signs where the bounty hunter's coming. If I know who they are, I can protect them from these kind of things.
Also, sorry, just real quick, you didn't do an upgrade. You just you just put an extra dice in there. You should have done an upgrade.
Oh, should I change that then?
Yeah, roll again. Roll again.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Negotiation.
Shit,
it's even worse.
But no, what we'll do is we'll take like the bad side of the initial roll.
Okay.
And that there. So you did still fail, but you didn't get any like negatives. You didn't get any failures. It was just one advantage in the end. Right. So it was same result.
Yeah. And here's the thing. If my bounty hunter group starts coming after this person, there's not much I can do to stop them. If I can tell them at least recognize the signs of one of my own coming after this person, I can stop them, because I'm actually going to care about what happens to someone in my special ops team. No offense.
Well, it sounds like you already know who it is, then.
I have a vague idea, considering everyone's backstories. If I put it together, it'll probably be the one person not telling me anything.
And which one is that?
That would be Roller.
Yeah, I mean,
I know that both. I've realized if I put everyone's backstories together, I know it's Roller.
Yeah. I mean, since you already know, yes, I will confirm it is him. Roller is his alias that he's using in this. From what I understand, he used to be a weapons smuggler for Clone Wars era stuff, which is why he really likes that stuff. But it's considered highly illegal in the Empire, hence the smuggling part. So part of the bounty is from his smuggling days, and part of the bounty is because he's been recognised as part of Rebel Special Ops.
I see.
So part of it's but I mean, if you have a look at the bounty list, technically you all probably have a bit of a bounty on you, but his is a lot more because of that.
It's just I know my bounty hunter group isn't going to come after me. I'm not sure. I put protection on me and someone I'm very close to, but I didn't put protection on anyone else.
I mean,
have to keep an eye out.
I mean, if you can keep an eye out and stop your bounty hunter group from going after the rest of your squad, then that's great. You know, that would help the rebellion a lot. I would just ask, obviously, that you keep his actual... that you keep the fact that it's an alias to yourself.
Well, obviously I'm going to tell him I know. You know, have a bit of fun. But I won't tell anyone else in the group since he wants to keep it secret.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Is there anything else you need my help with?
That was it. Oh, actually, no, it isn't. Have you heard about a transport ship that went missing during that fight? That's very descriptive. You know when the first base got destroyed?
Yes.
Were you there? Then that one ship has not come back since. We've been looking
I was not at Yavin 4 at the time. I was with the fleet, but I did hear about rebel transports that were captured.
Has it been found yet?
Not that I'm aware of.
For God's sakes.
I'm sorry. Look. Before you guys came, I was told a bit about you guys.
Oh, yeah,
and roughly what to expect. And I was told that one of your friends was on that transport, and you have been asking about them.
I have.
Rest assured, from what I've heard from Mon Mothma herself, once we find out what happened to that transport, you will be told.
Good.
I will just say this: with my experience with the Empire, fighting the Empire, rebels who are captured are usually sent to prison camps and basically have to do forced labor for the Empire.
I assumed as much.
I would assume the worst case scenario that they've been captured and your friend is in. Best case scenario, your friend has been captured and is in one of those prison camps. Worst case scenario, that happened, but they've already passed on. I hope that's not the case, but just situation. Yes, I'm sure you don't, but just please, just beware that might be the case. So just prepare yourself for the worst. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Right. Any of the information about it will be passed on to you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, that's good. All right, I'm heading off now because people are having juicy gossip and I won't be involved. I just got to go find my own.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, take care and try and make sure to get an early night.
You're talking to me. Bye!
Bye. Sorry, I'm coming. Right, are you going straight back there, or...?
Yeah, straight back.
Alright, cool, so let's just go rejoin the other call then.
Me drunk.
That was quite
Basically, what I wanted to do was do one, because I'm too stupid to do one by myself. But then I realised how short notice it was.
Right. Sorry. So back to Robert. So as you guys kind of like finish up the conversation between Niku, Fel, and Talon, Azana comes back.
Oh, you know what? I forgot snacks.
No party.
One job.
I was occupied.
I just wanted party.
Call someone in an intercom.
They really help with munchies.
I don't think they do room service here.
Never know. Surely
Can I have some party rings, please? Over.
Havoc Squad, you have contacted the command center. We do not do room delivery.
We were meant to be in bed like 4 hours ago.
Yes,
fine.
Havoc Squad, please just sleep like the Joe asked you to.
Just send over some damn party rings then!
We'll send some over after the mission tomorrow as a celebration, as long as you survive.
I can't live that long! I need now.
But you're gonna have to. Over and out.
They look like the rings round the planet.
Beep.
Fucking dial tone.
The number you are calling is not accepting your call. The number you are calling is telling you to fuck off.
Idiot.
Aaron, does
Oh,
this ship
sorry.
have droids/robots?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Does this ship have droids/robots?
Well, the hummingbird. You're not on the hummingbird.
On whatever ship we're on.
I mean,
Hoth, right?
you're on the base.
Oh,
at
we're
the
back
moment.
down on. Oh, right, back on the
Yeah,
planet.
you're in
Okay.
the planet. Yeah.
Damn it, never mind.
Probably has some, I guess.
It does. Oh, but it's probably not gonna have supplies though. Like.
Not
it's-
to the point of serving droids. No.
No, but I can hack a robot to do my fucking bidding.
If you want to, you can attempt it if you want, but.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh, dear.
Alright, cool. So it's going to be a mechanics check at 3 difficulty.
Mechanics. Okay.
And, yeah, upgrade it
Hmm.
on the bad side.
Wait, why am I using mechanics?
Because you've got to, like, hotwire the thing to, like, get into it. Well, mechanics or
Is that
computers, whichever
take
you
it
want.
apart? I mean, I'm just either asking if like hacking's easier to like justify the tools.
Aye, fair enough. Do computers then.
Okay.
But still with the upgrade negative.
Upgrade negative. How many difficulty?
3.
Oh, okay.
Right, so, yep, so, yeah, as far as you can tell, you've managed to hack it. It's working.
Yeah.
It's yours.
Go tell it to get us some fucking food. Bring it over here.
Some food. Okay, it goes, it's like, almost like an R2 unit. It kind of just goes off. And it'll,
Probably should be more specific.
and a little,
Party rings!
a little while later, it comes,
I don't know if they'll have them though. That's the thing.
a little while later, it comes back with some, salad sandwiches.
You
It's
bastard.
better than
What
nothing.
the hell in here eats salad sandwiches?
I mean,
Yeah.
grow the
Oh,
salad
the-
blocks. We'll diet. I don't know.
Can I start taking apart the sandwich, eating the bread, like nibbling? Oh, sad and like.
Well,
crunchy.
as you go to reach for the sandwich, the droid kind of like, almost like throws them like behind it. Starts spinning around a circle and then blows its top.
I feel like you did something wrong there, Nick.
So
Right down.
just push it outside the room. This isn't our fault.
I mean,
What are you laughing at?
something like this happens. We're the first people they're gonna look at.
Yeah.
Pushed outside someone
Okay,
else's
well,
room.
just I'll put the top back on the droid. Put the top.
I mean, can we save the sandwiches?
They're a bit, they're all over the ceiling, walls, and floor now.
Can I pick some up and smush it on the droid?
Yeah, sure, you smushed them on the droid.
I mean, now we're just going to the droid abuse.
Fucking hell.
A little bit. I'm going to use the
I love
intervening
the
time
image.
to be needling Azana about where she's been in a very inebriated manner.
No idea.
Suspicious.
So,
I'm suspicious.
oh yeah.
Encouraging
closer.
Nick is also losing his shit, by the way.
Where have you been?
Have I been? You know, I'm getting information. Give a wink to Roland.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
Did we notice that?
Make a perception. How sneaky were you trying to be?
Not really. I mean, you're all a bit drunk.
Right,
I'm not.
right,
I was just working on robots and shit.
I'm
Right.
just confused at this point.
right. I'll say you all kind of like noticed it then. She wasn't being particularly subtle.
I mean, I'm terrifically confused by it.
Yeah, same as. It's like, what the fuck?
I mean, he's cute, isn't he?
Conspiracy.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, she's throwing me off the trail now.
What could she say?
How are those two things related?
I
Why
was
did
like,
why would she
alright,
leave the
whatever.
room if he was cute?
Hmm. Good point.
I find it difficult to leave a room filled with such cuteness. What's going on? What? You went
It's
somewhere
a-
else?
You sound like Azana now saying cute.
I'm rubbing off on him. It's great.
Quite drunk.
Yeah, Phil's fallen asleep.
Tried to think a little too hard, apparently.
Wait, what? But why did you roll that?
I don't know why I rolled that. I wanted to use that.
Use it. Oh, okay.
Corellian whiskey, anyone?
Yeah! Roasting up now.
Yeah, Phil, you smell whiskey. The Corellian variety.
Having the party end this early.
But we have no party. It's like having a ring, but with a party. With no party.
Let's drink.
I mean, I will drink. I haven't had any yet.
I'll drink the bottle.
Yeah. You hear of the incomes. Havoc Squad, please go to sleep.
You
Yes,
cameras in here?
ring!
Wow.
Is there actually cameras in here?
No,
Privacy.
no,
There
no,
isn't, okay.
no cameras in here, but there are cameras in the hallway.
I know, I can
Where
be
the
getting
droid
chased.
is.
Look
Where the
in.
droid is.
Yes. Yeah, kick him out.
Also, what you gonna do about our droid?
What are you going to do about my
He's
pie
blown his
ring?
top, hasn't he?
And whose fault was that? Little bear.
Whoever made it.
Excuse me? Did you see me do it? I think not.
You have no proof!
There's no proof.
You're the computer.
Prove it.
You're the
Use your bear
computer
culture, objection!
You're the computer expert of the squad.
No, I'm
I mean,
not.
you could've been
Not
Cooper.
only.
No, you are. You are. No, technically, you are the computer expert because you're slightly better than Cooter.
Am I? If I ever
But
say you.
from that logic, he couldn't have done it because he'd have got it right. Which meant it must have been somebody else, and we're not going to talk.
Natures.
I blame on the sandwiches you brought in.
Right. We'll send someone down delivery service with party rings if you tell us who damaged the droid.
They're
The
not
droid
going
damaged
to.
the droid.
You're not getting anything.
See, you won't get anything.
Right. So, is there anything else you guys want to talk about before you guys go to sleep?
Well, Azana seems to be avoiding questions like
Yeah.
a pro.
Like Frodo
I'm good
did.
at it.
Yeah, Zara and Frodo were pretty good at it.
Fucking batting
I've
aside.
told you things before.
Job. Have you?
Yes.
We're all terrifically inebriated.
You are definitely.
I mean, yeah. Oh, I mean, I
You.
feel like I was inebriated a lot.
You. Right. So, if there's nothing else that you guys want to talk about before going to sleep, eventually, you all hit the hay, as they say.
I want to tie Nicky's hair up in a little bow.
Are you doing that while Nikki's sleeping?
Yeah.
Right, hang on.
I will help.
Okay, you will assist. Hang on a second.
Little braids.
Can I just hug someone?
Well,
I'm getting braids?
She loves the little ones.
Hell yeah.
Make a... I will say a skullduggery check, because it's like a sleight of hand thing, with a boost, at 3 difficulty because you're doing it directly on. I'll say 2 because it's sleep. Niku's sleep. With a boost die because you're being assisted, and who is hugging?
I would like to pounce in the back of Tailman. Tailman. Blue man.
Blue.
That's me? What?
Talon,
We all been giving cold words, dude.
Talon, you are woken up from your sleep by something very heavy like landing on you.
Whoa, Cosmic.
Oh dear. Wait on.
You open up and is there. Right, so Phil and Azana, you guys managed to tie Niku's hair in like what, the braids or whatever? What were you doing?
Yeah, just loads of little braids with bows and shit on them.
Balls. Okay, what colour?
With both.
Pink.
Aww.
Barely rose. The colour is barely rose. It's like a really
As
nice
you finish the last one, you're both like giggling
Lovely
so
colour.
much and kind of like, doing that. As you finish the last one, you look at Niku's face and you just see Niku wide-eyed looking at you.
Morning.
I'm not even going to type on computer. I'm just going to go, yup, no.
You can't see it.
Can I see him?
No, you can't see it.
Don't you
Can't
look
see him?
adorable?
It's great.
Yeah.
Mirror? Anybody got a mirror?
Right, you can bash your way. Right, anyway, Talon, yep.
You
Anyway,
can get
Talon,
mirrors.
has jumped on you and hugged you. And
Oh,
I know might be tempted to rape you, who knows?
That's fine. You can have this bed. I'll find another one.
So
It was cold.
I just push her off.
No.
You're pushed off his
Bravo.
No,
bed.
no, it's silent.
You're pushed off it. Wow, Talon. Damn. Fucking cold.
I'll sit there and just look sad at him, making guilty.
Okay, I'll roll off the bed and hug her then.
Yay!
Is that-
Anyone else can join in if they want.
oh my god.
Yes, Phil.
Hug
Who are
pile.
you in?
Ah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm getting put up for a fucking hog pie.
Yay!
Rolo,
Hug pile.
fuck
We
it,
all
I'll be
tell each
last
other the
one.
information we went to get.
Last one on top.
guys. Rolo, you were woken up by a lot of noise happening.
Rollo! Rollo!
What am I
Drag him
missing out
in.
on?
Drag him in. Grab
Hug
his
pile.
We can't marry Damacy, then she will roll over to him and just fucking.
Oh,
Get him.
shit.
Yeah.
Rolo, you were dragged out of your bed by everyone else, pulled into a massive group hug.
Oh, that's nice. I mean,
Azana gives you another wink.
Did we see that again?
You didn't see that one. You didn't see
There's
that
a
one.
jumble of limbs right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
No,
Yeah.
just in case, I might have saw it.
No, you didn't see that one.
You are all very huggable people. Like it.
Yes. Best kind.
Yup, no.
At that point, the door opens, and standing in the doorway.
Wait, what the fuck? How many hours have we been doing this?
Standing in the doorway is General Recan, and he goes, "Havoc Squad,
We're going to sleep. Go away.
you need to sleep."
Roll over and get him in the hug.
Okay,
Oh,
No, he backs up from the door and closes it, and then walks off. For fuck's
Oh.
sake!
Yeah, we're best sleep now, guys. It's like 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
wait, who's also rolling the ball? Are we all doing it? Or is someone actually pushing it?
Yeah, we're all somehow doing it.
I think you're all doing it. Just like
I think we should open the door and
Someone
just
in the
roll
group
down
has
the
the
hallway.
force or something.
Yeah, we should just come like a blob.
I tell you what.
Snowballing
Collects people.
Right. Okay. I tell you what, guys, can you number yourselves 1 through 6?
5.
2.
6.
3!
What?
Okay. That's fine. that's fine.
That was it, yeah.
Oh,
One
no,
on both
right.
left.
Talon. 50 and below, 51 and up.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Yeah. No. Your face.
No.
Your face manages to avoid someone's crotch area.
I didn't say I was avoiding it.
I mean, if you don't. I mean, if you. I mean.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to.
I mean, you've spotted
Wait, you don't
and
want to
pulled back.
avoid it?
Oh, do you
I
know
don't
the
want
break
to.
room? I called it, didn't I?
Wait,
That's how close we are now.
you keep saying you don't want to avoid it.
I mean,
wait, no.
You
I don't
see.
want to
avoid it? I don't want to.
Fine.
You will avoid it?
Join someone's
Don't.
crotch then.
Okay.
Okay. Just that. So right.
Whose
Right.
crotch is it?
It is. Sorry. Just because that was a 6, the first one, which was Talon. What was everyone else's number? We'll just use them again.
5.
1.
4.
2.
3!
It is Fells.
Empire kids.
Funny if that's the phrase we're going. Okay.
Well, bet.
Oh, do you know the barracks? Let's go.
I mean, didn't we say we wanted to do that?
And you were told no.
And it just happened anyway.
Fair, what's an orgy?
Actually, yeah, would I know the
Maybe we
concept
best
of an
No,
orgy?
you
How old are
wouldn't.
you?
You wouldn't.
Do Ewoks have orgies?
I feel like they definitely do.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so I'm well aware of what the fuck's going on.
Freaky little birds, you know?
Alright.
There's one thing to get from watching films.
Them parties of theirs are wild.
So I imagine you would learn about this from like the Ewok like drawings. A cave drawing of what an orgy is.
Just
Just that drawing on the walls.
Apparently so.
Super common.
I mean, how else do you reproduce like fucking rabbits?
Just make a cuddle puddle. And get at it. Yep. Get it.
Your partner for the night is whoever's crotch gets stuck in your
Happens
face.
to roll to you, yeah.
Which sometimes
New
results
game, crotch roulette.
results in a threesome or more.
Sound like a bad time.
51 or down. Do you have an orgy? You are-
I choose the number 69. But yeah, sorry. Is there anything else you guys want to do when you eventually go to sleep? For fuck's sake.
Who says we're sleeping now?
I mean, does anybody want to describe in detail how it is we stop each other? No?
No, I'd rather you didn't. So I'm going to force.
Not family friendly, is it?
No, I'm going to force. I mean, I don't set it for kids anyway because of the things we talk about. But whatever. I'm still too much info.
Our language?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, we'll just go to a tasteful fade to black, shall we?
Yeah.
And some very tired people in the morning.
And some porn music.
I'm still asking about what is an orgy. Live question.
It's this. Right, so you all wake up. You are all right, and I want you all six of you, to set one setback die on your sheets that you are going to have for the next day because you went to bed at stupid hours. You're absolutely shattered.
One level of exhaustion?
No,
Fuck.
no. One setback, essentially.
Yeah, but this doesn't have exhaustion. This
I
is
know.
kind of like what it
Essentially,
would
it
be.
kind of is, yeah. Right.
Fuck.
So, you guys are trying to sleep and you hear a massive bang on your door. You know what? Let's just roll to you, actually. Oops. No.
Can we power nap in the ship?
Right, you have time.
Or
Taylor.
flying towards an asteroid field.
I mean, it
Taylor.
has autopilot, right?
Yeah.
Autopilot doesn't dodge asteroids.
It doesn't?
It flies in a straight
This
line.
is kind of shit autopilot, to be honest.
It flies in a straight line. Taylor,
Oh.
you are the first one
It's
to be
not cruise
awoken,
control.
and you kind of lean over, you have a look at the time, and it is 07:30 hours. You have slept in.
Or 7:30.
Yes.
Well, the mission started at 0800.
At 0800, yes. So guess who?
Okay.
Fine.
So guess who ain't having fucking breakfast?
Oh.
Package!
Slap fell. Empire kids.
Deserve that. That's fair.
Right. Havoc Squad General Recon wants you on the bridge immediately.
Yeah. Give us a moment.
Groggily.
Who's got my trousers?
Hey!
We've been trying to wake you up for about an hour. Come on. and you hear footsteps away.
Threw him out in a fit of passion.
I found my
Said
trousers.
you didn't need them anymore.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Talon probably has them. I mean, his face was in your.
Dylan's pulling them out of his fucking teeth.
Jesus. Trousers?
Talon just slapped with him in his mouth. Clearly that's what happened. This is getting bad. It's getting so
Yep.
bad.
I get dressed. School my features to not look quite as blurry-eyed as I am. Leave.
Right. So you all get ready, and all kind of like stumble your way down, and show up at the command center, and General Recon and
Cups of space coffee in hand.
and Alexa is waiting for you, kind of looking at you like, the fuck, guys? Jerry's like, I told you guys to get an early night. I told you guys not to fucking do that. But
What are you, my
no.
mum?
Do I need to be?
No, please don't.
What's the starfighter saying?
What's your mother's name?
We don't need it.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was asking me yours.
what? Yeah, what is it?
Yep, her name is
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yep.
Oh.
You're avoiding
No,
it.
that's my
I am avoiding a question.
Hum's my brother's name.
Hmm.
I'm
What about Durr? Is that another sibling's name, or is that your father?
That's our next door neighbour.
Oh, Durr.
Married to
Right.
her.
Right. Anyway, everyone else is ready. Everyone else is more ready to go. I'm just gonna have to very quickly run over the plan with you once again, in case you forgot.
I mean, we came up with it.
Yeah, it was his plan. Her plan.
Yes, but clearly you were getting pissed and doing stuff.
I
Genius
landed a
work.
ship incredibly drunk. I think I can remember something from the night before.
Go ahead. What's the
Excuse
plan?
me, what's an orgy?
You just stay at the back.
We're gonna have to split you guys up for a night time, aren't we? Other
you
side
got
of the
with
base.
family now.
Other side of the base.
Work. I don't think I'll work.
No, I'm pretty sure it will.
Mm.
Anyway, just quickly go over the plan again. You guys are going to go into the main hangar area undetected, deactivate your stealth systems, blast anything that you can in there, land, go to the main battery, and use that to target the asteroids with the turrets on it and their larger ships. Then, once you've done what you can, communicate with us, let us know, we'll send in transports and our fighters. Extra fighters would have been nice, but we can't do much about that now.
Okay.
Right, so, any questions? Any final questions? No?
No.
Then, and I'm dead serious here, may the Force be with you, because you're going to need it.
Aye,
I'll
aye,
be fine.
Captain.
Who needs
Oh, aye.
those?
My captain.
Right,
One last
Right.
time before we go in. H.
Hey.
H.
Wee!
Oh,
Yup, nup.
You?
what to do now?
Havoc.
How do you
Havoc.
do that?
It's Havoc. Right,
Yeah.
right, so you guys stumble your way out of the command center. Alex Tears just kind of looking at you like, and she says, "Seriously, you guys are special forces?"
Yeah. Managed to get the recon, you didn't.
Oh.
I mean, I trained specifically as a pilot and didn't want to go anywhere else. I wanted to be part of the Starfighter Corps, so you know, I've
Oh,
got
we
to
just
where
have to be a pilot to be restricted.
I've got to where I want to go.
This is the height of your ambitions.
Wow. That is not. You just ask that, Tyler.
She's just there crying on the inside.
The kind of thing you just say.
I respect you, Alexander. Good luck in the mission to come.
That's it.
Same to you, and please don't miss.
Same for you.
I mean, you guys are the ones I'm worried about. If you guys fail to destroy those targets, then we're gonna be in a world of hurt.
I think we'll be hurt.
Fine. We've come out against worse odds before. Probably.
Right, so she heads off to her X-wing. Her guys take off. You guys stumble into yours. Your ships have been repaired, so just remove all the hull damage. And you guys just about managed to take off. It's still relatively easy enough because you're not going too fast, unless one of you wants to like deliberately fail in a hilarious way.
No.
But yeah, I think so. So you guys will take off and head up into space. And just following behind you are a couple of like small like freighters. You would guess that these are like the transports with troops in it, which are going to wait on the edge of the asteroid field with the fighter screen. Right, so I'm going to call it there for this session. It gives me time for next week to try and prepare some stuff.
Yeah.
Change my plans, and hopefully everyone's around next week, which will make things a bit easier. So, Jesus Christ, guys, you guys are fucking
Terribly sorry.
That's fine. So, no reason. Yeah, you guys got no duty at all. Absolutely nothing. I mean, Adam's not here for intelligence, otherwise he'd probably get some. Because I don't know if I should give some, even though he's not here, because you guys did technically get some intelligence, but then it'd be him and Danielle that I'd get it, and that'd be it. So it just depends whether, I mean, because I think I've done it before, where people haven't been there, and I'm like, it would make sense, so...
Yeah?
Right, yeah, I'll give him 5, and I'll give Danielle 3. So, I'm just going to quickly change that on his, so he has 12. Magnitude 12. Cool. Right, there we go. Fucking hell, Adam.
Oh, still not spent XP.
He spent some, but he still got a bunch. So I actually looked at the wrong one. I looked at total XP rather than available. So I was like, it was like 211. I was like, what the fuck? How did they get that? Nah. So that was my bad. In terms of XP, everyone's gonna get 12 XP today. What?
Nothing.
Why'd you say damn?
Because
He always wants more.
Of course, yeah.
That was the most I could give you with like what I've set out.
Yeah.
So, because you haven't completed any kind of mission in this, obviously you get 5 for showing up. I just closed it down. Shit, hang on. Sorry. Because I mean, if you want a breakdown of why you've got it, I can give you a breakdown.
Sure.
So you get 5 for showing up, 3 for playing to like, character motivations and things like that. 2 for good role playing, which is like the whole interaction with each other, and then 2 for the highly clever thinking for your plan.
Okay. Sweet.
Welcome.
Okay, so let's stop the music.
I feel like I was the real inspiration for them.
Okay, so I want to thank everyone for watching. It's been Cookie38 and friends. Sign off for now, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Woo.
Boy, boy.